Boom.
Hello? I was doing the
Hi.
dice tower and it didn't work. It never works, man. Hey, everybody, welcome back. We're playing more Masters of Nyarlathotep. I'm your host, Jack, your keeper of arcane secrets. With me today, I've got Evan, I've got Graydon, I've got Peter, I've got Matt. Jared is taking a much-needed vacation, so today the character of Leon will be played by yours truly.
Ooh.
Or he's probably just going to, sit on his ass and not do anything, because I've got enough going on in my world. Let's be real.
He's eternal moral support.
Yeah.
Well, I was saying to the boys before, he's got really tired of carrying us through all of our combat. That he's gonna take it easy.
And
this
we were
time.
telling you that that's not true.
I mean, he's the reason Peter and I aren't dead right now. So I mean, take.
You
that
don't
as
know
you
what
will.
would have happened.
Last time I checked,
Peter and
I shot a hole in the.
I was about
That's
to
true.
say,
Evan is the real hero.
That wasn't even from your mind, though. That was Jack who thought of that.
Excuse
that
me.
was a very
Please
Norman
don't
thing to
metagame
do.
in front of me. You're blowing my worldview.
I'm sorry,
just-
who's this Jack
yeah.
you're talking about? I only know
Jackson.
the world.
All right. So why don't we jump right into it, boys?
Hell yeah.
All right. So last we left off. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, do you have something to add, Matt?
I was just gonna request that you do the thing that you're apparently
The
about
thing
to
that-
do. Just
the
don't
thing
forget
that I
those
was about
magic
to do?
words. Don't forget those magic words, Jack.
Last time on Masks of Nyarlathotep.
Gets
What
me.
did you want me to say? What did you want me to say?
That's what I wanted you to say. I just really wanted you to put some flair on it, But that's cool. You said it. Beggars can't be choosers, right? It's fine.
Last time on Masks.
of Nyarlathotep. I don't know. I don't know what you want from me.
You did great. Carry on.
Thank you.
Masks of Nipo People.
So, our intrepid group of investigators, assholes, I don't really know what you guys are. The jury's still out. Had made their way from the Peruvian capital of Puno along the coastline by boat and then up into the highlands by train to the town of... What's this fucking town called again? Oh no, this is Puno. We were in Lima, right? So made your way to Puno. Once there, you met Neira, a local wise woman, and were set upon by a group of the fish-faced monsters who you had seen before. After ensuing gunfight, where both Ruth and Harrison went temporarily insane, both through the help of Norman shooting a hole in the ground and Leon sniping from the distance, managed to save the day. And we pick up with you leaving town the next morning. So it's Wednesday morning now, I believe, and heading into the highlands of Peru.
Oh boy.
All right, boys.
So we're walking right
Question.
Yes, sir.
Peter and I in last session were temporarily insane. Are we still?
So I believe once you get a full night's sleep, temporary insanity goes away. But I have a rule book.
And we're
Just
just
for this
left with
reason.
the
Because
phobias.
I know there's some lasting effects, right?
It depends on the level of insanity. Let me pull up my cheat sheet real quick.
Evan, did you show and tell as a kid?
That's a nice die though.
You can't really see it, but
It's
It
a
is
metal
nice.
one, right?
oh yeah.
Oh, right.
That's one of the ones I was wanting to get originally. How does it roll in your opinion?
They roll great inside my thingamajig.
Whoa!
Okay, are you trying to sell something? Are you a brand representative of this company? Jesus Christ, you and Graydon. I'm using a dinner tray. It works.
Listen to
Mine
that.
mine is not from Amazon.
Ready? Listen to this.
Ooh,
That
that was
doesn't get any better than that.
that was a thump.
Ooh.
But
That
see,
sounded so good.
that seemed like just by the sound, it seems like it would more just go thunk rather than actually rolling.
No, it does roll
Yes.
because there's a lot of give inside my rolling mat, my dice mat. So it actually bounces as if it was a
It
true
promotes
dice.
rolling.
It does.
Wow.
It it has its own Instagram page.
Damn.
Dude, is it an influencer?
It is an influencer.
It's just like me.
Well, no. Just like Peter and his art from Starbucks.
You never forget. That was a bad roll. We're not trying to.
I missed that account.
It's still
Are
nothing.
you
Anyway,
going to bring that back
uh,
anytime soon, Peter?
No.
Next time on Curse of Nyarlathotep.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's okay.
Um,
We're-
It's fine.
We're allowed to.
Yeah, it's you're good. So, temporary insanity goes away after a night's rest. If you have indefinite insanity, that's harder to get rid of. So
I see.
Sounds like it.
Okay. We in there, baby. We no longer temporarily insane.
What
I actually didn't read that. I'm just assuming that based on the knowledge that I already have of the game. So if I'm wrong, please don't yell at me,
Hey,
viewers.
you're the god of this universe. Who are we to question
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and also if it means I don't have to be crazy anymore and I can actually play the game, I'm totally fine with it.
But they still have their phobias, right?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, the phobias are a permanent thing.
What phobia do you have, Matt?
Fear of animals.
I'm
Zoophobic.
Animals, and yours is
well, so
firearms.
didn't we like decide like isn't the idea of the phobia that like you get a phobia in as part of the process of being
Yeah.
insane, but you have to kind of work it into your backstory as if you always had that phobia?
No, going forward, you kind of have something, and it's kind of up to my discretion how it manifests itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
like I said in the case of Ruth, she like flinches every time someone pulls a gun out or something like that, and you like sometimes think you hear a bird overhead or some shit like that. I think is what I said.
I forgot
It's all about the birds. It's all about the birds for me.
Yeah, bird's the word. Speaking of which, as you guys make your way into the Andean highlands, you're beset by both the kind of changing temperatures. It gets really, really cold at night, dropping below zero, but there's this odd sense of wonder and excitement of this foreign land and all of the flora and fauna that come with it. In your first day, you come across an Andean condor flying overhead, I believe, which gives you a little bit of a fright.
Do you guys was that a dragon? Do you guys see that shit?
Harrison,
Jesus Christ.
dragons aren't real.
No, I think that was a dragon.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh God.
You know,
Oh,
you never know
those
what happens
wings.
out here in the wilderness, in the woods,
Mm,
untouched by
I'm cool.
civilization.
I'm cool. Just ignore me. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool.
You guys all want to make a luck roll for me?
Ooh.
And just tell me the number you roll.
The number we roll. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God, that went off my table.
Sorry, Jack. Remind us, if you roll as 0 as your second digit, does it go up 10 or stay at this number?
It goes up 10.
All right, I rolled 90.
90. Okay.
I got 17.
Dang.
17.
I got 50.
50. Okay. I don't know what's going on with Evan right now. I assume he's doing something on the other end, so we'll wait for him. So
We just speak silently.
Yeah.
Just
yeah, God really wanted to play Call of Cthulhu, but I guess we're just gonna sit and wait for this asshole. But anyways, so in fact, Clyde, as you guys come to rest, maybe like partway through the first day, you actually come across a 30-foot long anaconda that's slithering through the bushes, just kind of overhead as you're nearby, and it doesn't pay you any mind. But this is a big snake. Big old snake just passed you by.
dang.
That's
That's
like
big
I like freak out a little bit, and then I just tap Harrison on the shoulder, like, and I look up to the thing.
Wow, that's a big long rope. Holy shit! Oh my God, that thing is moving. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna just go over here.
What's happening? I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, we know.
he came armed with a new weapon.
Oh,
Is
Norman,
the
dragon.
dragon.
Long. It's long. It's got scales. It may as well be a dragon, but it's fucking huge. I gotta go.
Where are you gonna go?
so
What the hell is he talking about?
oh, you missed it, but there's a large anaconda slithering past you guys at the moment, about 30 feet long.
He's still going.
What do we do? Should I be quiet?
I think we just leave it. We let it be.
The anaconda's not doing anything. It just through the bushes, paying you no mind. It's just hanging out. This anaconda don't want none.
Harrison, you're a little bitch. Oh, wait.
Damn.
It's just a snake. It's not a dinosaur. It's not no dragon.
What
You're reading too many fairy tales here.
What do you know about snakes, Norman? I thought you were a fisherman.
Listen,
Kraken is a
Snakes.
giant snake.
are just like fish. They slither, but land. They're like land fish.
Yeah, I'm not seeing.
They swim on land like a land fish.
Yeah, you said that.
They're like
Yeah.
reverse Jesus.
Jackson kind of gestures with his pipes like, I don't know about all that, but that is a mighty large creature. So, as you guys kind of get through the first day, I'm going to need everyone to make another Constitution roll.
First roll with the new dice, baby. Here we go.
Good lord. 86.
Is
Oh,
Is that
that's
a failure?
Fail. That's a big time failure.
Yeah.
Fuck me. That's two 80s in a row that I roll on that dice.
I failed.
failed?
Oh yeah,
Me too.
I failed majorly. Not just regular fail. Nothing too crazy, but just I still failed.
Okay, so as you guys get higher, you start experiencing the symptoms of altitude sickness
Oh,
again.
not again!
Unfortunately, yes. So
Whatever,
you
at
all
least we're
kind
all
of
in
have,
it together this time.
you all have a splitting headache, and you're really gasping for breath and having kind of a hard time of it. So you have a penalty die on all of your checks currently.
How do we cure it again? Keeper of Arcane Secrets?
Every day you can make another Constitution check, or maybe if you know something, you could try and find some way to shake it off.
Think real hard.
Yeah,
Sorry, is it still Wednesday?
It's Wednesday. dude.
it is. Yes, it's getting later in the day.
I don't know any tricks.
Hmm.
How do you know, Graydon? Did you roll or did you do a Google
Who's
search or what?
Graydon?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, everybody.
It's all good, baby.
Actually, I don't know. I'm only speaking as Matt. Norman has nothing to, or what's his name? Harrison has nothing to say. He's got a lot of shit going on right now. I mean, Norman also has nothing to say. He's eating a fucking pepper right now.
Hey, whatever works.
They're grown on the sea.
I mean, if anybody has a
Fish.
survival skill, survival mountains, I would let you make a mountain survival check to see if you know any tricks.
I'm not trained in it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't suggest it then. Please stay away from me.
Yeah.
What's the base level success for survival? Is it 1%?
10%.
10%.
10%. So you could try. Anybody's allowed to try.
Sure, fuck it.
You know what?
Nope.
This is where my dice are gonna be like, thanks for all the belief, Peter. This is where we prove you right. Come on, baby. I said all these things. Yeah, no, today wasn't the day. Next
Yeah.
session.
Suppose I will roll too.
You're city boys. You don't know what the hell
Oh
to do
my
about.
goodness gracious.
What'd you roll?
98. It only gets
98.
better.
All right,
It's better.
for your sake, let's hope it only gets better.
I know
All right.
nothing about the mountains. I'm a seaman.
You
want to maybe rephrase that, Norman? We'll give you a second chance.
No. I'm a man of
Hey,
the
the man said nothing wrong. We were all seamen once.
I give Norman a dirty look.
Men of the sea, men of the sea.
That's a different story. I was on a boat once, though.
So
We're all on a
although-
boat to
yeah,
get here.
just on a boat.
it was literally yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
It's in his book.
Anyways, yeah, that's going to be a whole chapter.
The boat. Just describing the boat in detail and nothing else. Next chapter.
And I walked past the mirror and I just stood there for hours, mesmerized.
Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. I'm gonna write that down.
That's when I heard the birds.
All right. So even though you are in the southern hemisphere and this point in March is kind of like late summer, it still drops below freezing in the mountains at night. So you guys all bought the correct provisions to like last through, and you got like the correct clothing and all of that.
I think a bunch of us like bought hiking clothes before
Yes.
we started.
Yeah. So you're all good on that case. And Jackson is sure to make a fire every night. He kind of gets going as you guys set up camp for the first night. But by the way the map looks, it's probably about a 3 days walk, so I'd say that takes care of the first day. I'd say it's about time to make camp. What do you gentlemen and ladies think?
Why
Fine
not?
by me. I do think we need someone on watch. Rotate every. How many of us are there in our party? There's 7 of us in total. Talking about right now.
Yeah.
You scared,
Yeah. So we
Harrison?
should do a.
Wait. No, there's,
Okay,
there's
Ruth-
6 of us. 6, right? Because it's
Yeah.
it'll be
Us
the 5 and then Leon.
Oh, of course. Pardon me. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Ruth, you can attempt to taunt my masculinity all you want, but I don't know if you realize this. Maybe while you were curled in a ball, just screaming like a little baby girl. But we're getting attacked. Sorry, no. Let me correct that. We're being sought out and attacked by fish monsters. It's looking like it's going to be a routine thing. So if you want us all to just fall asleep and hope for the best, that's fine too. But if being scared means that we're all going to be safe by having a watch, then that's fine. I hope you feel really silly about yourself right now, Ruth.
Ooh, did I
Hope
hit
you feel
a
very
soft
silly.
point? Ooh, Harrison.
One might call it a soft point. The other might call it being a troglodyte, brainless woman. You seriously don't want to take watches? We're in danger.
I don't want to take any watch. I like.
Oh, then go to sleep. Honestly, Norman, go to sleep. I don't want to speak to you anymore. It's fine. I don't.
Haven't you had any fun in your life, Harrison? Where's all this experience from your books? Can't you take a little jab? Cat, go away. Stop. I'm gesturing.
Everyone, I've explored all corners of the earth. I've written tales of my adventures, but I've never experienced anything like this. And it's very unnerving what we've
You've never
seen.
climbed a mountain before?
That's not what I meant, fish boy.
You've never seen a snake before? Yeah, you ever gone
Uh,
to the zoo?
Well, you know,
What's a snake? I only know the land.
I'm a little. I'm a little afraid of what animals I'll see at the zoo, so I generally try to avoid them.
Well, do you
I
wanna
love
take,
tabletops.
Do you want to take the first roll or watch, Harrison?
Yes, absolutely, I will, Ruth. Good thing I'm gonna have my gun with me.
All right.
Good thing this baby will just shoot anybody. It'll shoot anybody. It's great.
All right. It stops being a joke now.
Oh, does it? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that's good to know. It was a joke when
Guns
I
kill
was at the
people.
expense. Mm-hmm. So do birds. Birds kill people. You ever seen a red-tailed hawk? They kill people all the time.
Fish. That's what'll kill you.
Well,
How did we become so
not inclined to
animal-centric?
disagree with the expert.
Hey,
I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna make my bedroll. Fucking.
Harrison, do you want to make a medicine check for me?
Ooh.
No, but
It's
sounds like I
nothing.
don't
It's
have a
nothing
choice.
bad. It's nothing bad.
Oh.
76.
So
I'm
that's a
gradually
failure.
getting lower. Maybe I'll actually get something lower than a 70 in this session. Perhaps.
Unless you have an amazing medicine skill for some reason, you definitely fail that.
Let's take a look. My medicine skill is 1, so it's a negative.
Yeah, you don't really know if birds kill people.
Fender.
You're not sure.
I just assume.
But you're
assume. I've read books.
Yeah, get out of here.
sure. You've, but what's said has been said. So, do birds kill people? The world may never know.
Birdemic
so-
hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say, like, the Spanish flu just happened, and if I'm not mistaken, that was also called the bird flu, which
Mm.
I think was actually passed zoologically through birds originally, but I could be wrong on that. I'm not a fucking pandemic historian.
That's metagaming. We don't know.
They're a
that.
disease.
Yeah.
That's all I
So
know.
as you guys all bed down for the night, I'm assuming we're probably around like 10 p.m. ish. I would say.
Okay.
What? How are you divvying up the watch?
I'm not
I've got
getting
first
up to
watch.
no.
First watch. So we'll
How
say
does this, how does this work? Like, do we need X amount of hours per night to sleep? Or
it's not like D&D rules, but I would say if you guys are going to sleep at like 10, you'd probably want to get like 8 hours, so you'd get up at around 6 would be my guess.
Well, maybe we should get up at 8 because we're each going to lose 2 hours for keeping watch, except Norman because he's a selfish asshole. But other than that,
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to get my 8 hours.
That's fair. Okay.
I'd rather start off earlier. I'll take the L, and I'll get like 6 or 7 hours.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I've already been volunteered for first watch. I don't know why you're so, desperate to be the first. I mean, maybe take a little nap.
I
And then
didn't
when I'm
say
done, you can do
first.
your
I
work.
said I would stay and do a longer watch so you can get a
He
better
wants to
sleep.
leave at 6.
Oh,
He wants
I
to leave at
apologize.
6.
I misunderstood.
Graydon, how dare you try to help?
So I'm
sorry.
assuming, yeah. So
I'm
everyone,
no Leon, I can't just save everyone from everything.
yeah, I'm assuming that everyone is taking like a 2-hour watch, or some people are not taking a watch, from what I understand. Who is taking a watch? Look how Norman put his hand back down. Okay, so Harrison is starting. I think he volunteered to start.
I was volunteered to start.
Yes.
I just want to make that clear.
Jackson says he will take the shift after Harrison.
Good sir.
Who wants to take the 2 a.m. shift after Jackson?
I'll do it. Graydon's already taken the L with the hours.
Fair enough. So we'll say the 4 a.m. shift goes to Clyde. And that will be the whole watch in that case.
I can never remember.
And and Norman and Leon get to have their beauty sleep.
Oh, we should have threw Leon in there. Oh well.
Okay. So, starting off the night, Harrison, do you want to make a listen roll for me?
Sure do.
Oh damn.
I rolled a 2. That is
Ooh.
that's a crit success.
Holy shit.
Your watch passes by without any harm. Nothing.
You hear so many birds.
Yeah, you basically you hear like the wind in the brush. You hear just the distant sounds of animals. But aside from that, it's a little bit unnerving. But your watch passes without any harm.
Very good.
Yeah. So, and around 12 o'clock, you wake Jackson up and you swap shifts out with him.
Watch
at
well,
around,
my friend.
Absolutely. Enjoy your rest. So, Ruth, at about 2 a.m, Jackson comes and rouses you from sleep. He's like, "Pardon me, ma'am, but I believe it's your turn to watch the camp.
Unfortunately.
It's something we all must do." All right, Ruth, if you would also like to make a listen roll for me.
That is a normal success.
A normal success. Okay. So, about an hour into your watch, Ruth, you hear some rustling in the bushes over by where you've tied up the pack animals. And you also smell this really like sickly, disgusting odor on the wind at around 3 a.m. It sounds like there's a bit of a ruckus.
I'm gonna immediately wake everyone up.
Okay.
There better be good reason for this, sweetheart. I haven't forgiven you.
Shh. Can you smell anything? Can you hear that? There's something
Oh,
going
lady,
on.
take a shower.
It's not me, you
Can
idiot.
I'm gonna roll my survival C to see if I recognize any fishy odor.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll allow it.
It's Dan Langfish.
I was about to
Landfish.
say.
That's gonna be a what's the second good success? Oh,
Hard success.
Hard success, yeah.
This is not an odor of the sea. This is very much an odor of death and decay.
Well,
Yeah.
it's nothing I'm familiar with for a smell. About it.
Time to make
Ah.
something die and decay.
I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna pull my 44 out discreetly, so I don't bother Ruth.
Okay. So, Clyde, as you kind of make your way towards the pack animals, you see one of the ones at the front that is saddled with some of the equipment. It looks like a human, like kind of hunched over top of it. But as you get a closer look, this human is like wearing tattered clothing and is dressed in like a very antiquated way, has long matted brown hair, almost, turning into natural dreadlocks at some point from being so unkempt and unwashed. Big bushy beard and like very, very pale white skin.
It's a damn hippie.
I'm gonna take aim,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, who are you? What the fuck you think you're doing? Get away from my alpaca or whatever."
The creature kind of like leers its head up and
I fire.
Same.
Boom.
Okay, make firearms check.
All right. Now here's my question: because I aimed, or like I was trained on him, do I get anything?
Sure, I'll give you a bonus die. Why not?
Okay, and because I have altitude sickness, so that makes it a normal.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, fuck.
Yes, it would be.
Oh.
But it's a new day.
He hasn't made
That's
his he hasn't made his constitution check yet.
All right, fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I missed.
Okay. So you take a shot and it fires wide off into the forest, but that kind of scatters the creature's mind a little bit, and it just goes bolting off into the night, scared
In which
from
direction?
the shot. Away from you guys.
Okay, like straight away from me, like
Yeah,
out
like
towards.
into the bush.
Okay.
What the hell was that thing?
Are there
What's
any
going
more?
on?
I don't know. It was another weird thing with the fish mouth. Norman, he's probably seen some. Anyway, it's not good. Yeah. No, something's not good here. It looks like
Is
that
the
thing's
animal
been
dead?
here a while.
Clyde, do you want to make a history check for me?
I would love to
Consult the tomes.
roll under 5%. No.
No. Kind of does look like a hippie if hippies existed in 1920.
They don't show up till the 60s.
Yeah.
Really
Maybe it was a really
Yeah.
weird beatnik.
Evan, can you just
It's,
leave the call and rejoin just because you're lagging?
Oh yeah, is everyone else's view still good?
I'll let you guys
Everyone else
know
look-
if you start
okay.
lagging out.
Perfect. Good to know.
But yeah, I don't know. It looks like that one's been here a while.
Is the animal dead?
The
The
animal's
alpaca?
fine. Yeah, the alpacas are all okay. Looks like you got there just in time.
Wasn't he hunched over though? Wasn't he munching though?
It looked like he was maybe about to start, but you got there in time, so the alpaca was okay.
Clyde started yelling at him.
Nice work, Clyde.
Mm.
What about me?
You saved the alpaca.
I woke everyone
Uh,
up.
Yes, and I'd
Well
love
done, Ruth.
to say I did well, but in truth, it was Leon from back at camp. I don't know how he did it, but he told me mentally, fire your gun.
He creeps back into the shadows.
Leon.
You guys kind of look back at the campsite, and Leon's just there, like, polishing his sniper rifle. With a total 1,000-yard stare. All right. So the
I
rest
will
of the
say-
night, yeah. So
I
go
will
ahead.
say though, Harrison, that the watch was probably a pretty good idea.
Yeah, it seems like it'll be needed from here on out.
Well, should we just get the day started then? What is it? What time is it?
It's 3 in the morning.
It's 3 in the morning.
What are you
What time does the
talking
sun
about,
rise
Norman?
here?
You guys don't wake up at 4 in the morning every day?
No, well, I don't have as much experience, climbing giant mountain ranges as I'd like to think, but I imagine trying to climb a mountain in pitch black is probably not a good idea. I don't know what it is that makes me think that. It's just probably just not a good idea,
Get to be my age, you just can't sleep anymore. You gotta do something, right?
Yeah,
thought
get
old
up and
people-
Yeah, well-
piss every 20 minutes.
Always have to pee.
All right.
Well, I think
So-
it's my watch.
Yeah. So the rest of the
You know
night
what,
passes
Clyde?
without
I'm
issue.
just gonna start a fire and I'll keep watch the rest of the night. I'm up. I'm not getting back to bed. It's impossible. I'll be
All right. All right. Yeah, so you guys are all good. So the next morning comes, you guys chow down on some rations. Everybody with altitude sickness, which is all of you, go ahead and make another constitution roll, see if you acclimatize.
No, I have not.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I have.
Okay, so Clyde is good.
I'm not good.
Not good. All right.
Yeah.
So Clyde, after your little brush with a hippie last night, you're feeling much more energized. You feel pretty spry this morning. You're like, okay, I can breathe again. Everyone else, you're still dizzy and kind of nauseous, and some of you have a bit of like a headache. All right. So the second day passes without incident as well, and you guys all bed down for the night once again. Well, I'd say we're probably making pretty good time. I imagine we'll be at the pyramid sometime tomorrow.
Finally, I got
Good to know.
I'm excited.
I would have to agree with you there, Miss Ruth.
I'm a little on edge, if I'm being honest. But yeah, excited, I guess.
I don't even remember why we're going to this pyramid in the first place. But I'm just along for the ride.
There's lots
That's
of
the
gold
spirit.
there, Norman.
How'd you even get here, Norman? Do you know where you are? Do you know what we're doing?
I just end up places, alright, Ruth?
Whatever works for you.
Ever since the trap and Geo blew the fuck up in that explosion, I've had nowhere else to go, so I'm just wandering. I don't know where I end up or why I end up there.
Learned
Yeah.
more about Norman than I wanted to, maybe.
That's actually really sad, Norman. Did they build a new one at least?
I don't know. I haven't been there since that tanker blew up.
Were you the one who blew it up, Norman?
Oh my god. Could you imagine if Norman caused the Halifax explosion?
That's neither here nor there, Harrison.
Oh, not quite the answer I was looking for, but
Do you think I could have set off an explosion at an oil tanker and cleared the radius of the explosion before it went off? I don't. Use your
Interesting
head, you
point of
big
historical point of order. The Halifax explosion wasn't an oil tanker; it was a World War I munitions ship that had like thousands of tons of dynamite on it. So when it blew up, like it leveled like part of the east coast of Canada.
the whole
Jesus
town is
Christ.
like flat
Yeah,
because it was all wooden structures.
Rip.
yeah.
Yes.
So
No, Harrison, I did not set off the ship.
Mhm. I'm sorry for the insensitive question. It's really a roll of the dice. You could probably be the terrorist responsible for leveling half of Eastern Canada, or you could have just been fishing somewhere at the time and decided to hit the road or the water. It's really hard to tell these days. I feel
I
like
don't know.
I don't know
I don't know what a
any of you.
terrorist. I don't know what a terrorist is, but if it has to do with terrifying me, then your haircut's a terrorist.
Jesus Christ.
I you really
Harrison.
think so?
Harrison's, not yours, Matt.
Oh.
Damn.
Matt.
Those were-
Oh, thank goodness.
Those were
Harrison.
some,
Oh.
Yeah.
those were some cutting words. Oh my god.
The man
Wow.
accused me of blowing up my hometown.
Well, I suppose insult to
Excuse
your
me, and
receding
blowing up the
hairline is
Chapman
what you
Guild.
deserve.
I
That's
couldn't
fine.
wish.
I'm
I
gonna
couldn't
write
wish
that down. Don't accuse
I
Norman
couldn't-
of that.
I couldn't,
Norman will remember this.
I couldn't wish someone having their bar blown up upon my worst enemy.
Jackson kind of comes over you, Norman, puts a hand on your shoulder. It was a terrible accident. There's nothing anyone could have done.
Worst Monday of my entire life.
Did it happen on Monday? Now I gotta find out.
I have no
So
idea,
you're
I
allowed.
know,
You
I was
can
gonna
Google
start
it.
looking it up too.
but it'll work really
What's it
well
called?
for my character if it
The Halifax explosion. Anyways, so if you guys want to kind of do shifts again through the night, you are more than welcome to.
Suppose I'll take first watch again, everyone. Sleep well.
All right, I'll take second in that case. Similar as before.
I can do third.
I'll do fourth.
I'll wake
All right.
up. I'll wake up at 4.
Actually,
I'm always up
Norman,
at
can
that.
you take my shift? The fourth shift? If you're going to be up anyway.
I'll be up anyways. I'll do it.
You're a good man.
It was on
Fine.
Thursday.
Well, I didn't find out till Monday. That's why I hate it.
Oh,
The
beautiful.
web continues.
He was drunk on his fishing boat. He was up the coast, came back with the biggest haul ever, and the entire town of Halifax was gone.
No!
I came back on a Monday. It was terrible.
He just
Oh.
woke up one morning. There was a bunch of fish on his dock, blown out of the water.
Oh, I love that. Okay. So night number 2 passes without incident. So it is now Friday.
Another Constitution roll. Bless
Yes.
me.
Everybody, except for Clyde, make your Constitution roll. See if you can shake off the altitude sickness.
Is there on our way throughout the
Fucking
day?
Great. I rolled a
don't think we did.
94. I literally,
Hard
I
success.
can't take this.
Hard success.
All right.
Normal success. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Hell yeah.
Throughout the day, as we get closer to our destination, I want to just kind of keep an eye open for any sort of trails or things that
Okay.
don't look natural, like some humanoid-esque creature could have made.
Okay. Yeah. So give me a spot hidden roll. In fact, everyone give me a spot hidden roll.
I succeed.
All right.
Hard success.
Fail.
Hard success.
Fail.
Okay. So on the third day, as you guys are all making your way closer towards the pyramid, you spot about maybe a kilometer ahead of you, kind of down a bit of a gully. There's a kind of a large sort of area with tall grass, and you see 2 humanoids walking through it at a distance.
Hey, Leon, you want to take your scope there and zoom on in? I'm going to take my binoculars and I'm going to look. I'm going to be like a spotter.
Absolutely. Yeah, Leon will do. I can't remember if Jared sent me his character sheet, but he might have.
I take off my
I feel-
mysterious ring and look through the hole to realize that it actually does nothing because it's just a ring. And disappointed, slowly slip it back onto my finger and walk away.
I'm just gonna shake my head but not say anything.
Classic.
Hey, if
feel
it can
like-
explode maggots, who knows what else it can do?
I feel like Jared sent me his character sheet, but yeah, he Leon gets his sniper rifle out and kind of trains on the two. Yes, he did send it to me. He sent it to me over Facebook.
Too many
So-
platforms.
Yeah. So, yes, sir.
Every Monday, can you make me roll for insanity?
Yeah, I can do that.
Uh,
Do you want to make a sanity check for the Monday that just passed?
Why would
Sure.
you do that to you?
No.
I love it. Don't
come
get
on.
me wrong.
No, no.
Oh, that's gonna be a pass. Yeah. I passed.
Okay. You know, in such great company, it wasn't such a bad Monday.
Despite being accused this morning.
you know what? This is
No, it's Friday today. It's
Oh,
Friday.
right. Sorry. Yeah, you're right.
that's oddly convenient that he has to make the check a couple days after.
Yeah. Yeah.
I only just realized it.
All right. So, sorry, Clyde. What are you trying to do with Leon?
I just like I want to take a closer look at these things and
Yeah. So, it looks like two humans. One is a man. Looks like a white man, kind of slightly scruffy, big mustache, light cotton clothing,
do,
brown hair. And the other
do
one is
either.
sorry, go ahead. Yeah,
No,
the
I
other
keep
one.
interrupting
The other
you.
one's a young woman, slightly
Okay.
darker complexion.
Does the guy look anything like the creature we saw last night?
He doesn't necessarily look like the creature you saw last night. He does remind you of Luis Mendoza a little bit, but it's not Luis. But he looks kind of similar.
Are they walking like normal people, quote unquote? Or are they like staggering or anything like that?
Make a psychology roll.
Ooh.
Remember to make all of your rolls with a penalty die if you still have altitude sickness.
I don't anymore. I'm good.
Right.
Yeah, that's a fail.
Fail?
Jack,
Yes, sir.
I definitely did not remember to do that for any role that I've done since I got altitude sickness. How will the Lord-
It doesn't matter.
will the
You
Lord
didn't.
punish me?
Yeah, you didn't do too much. Like that would be game breaking. So it's
My
totally
bad.
fine.
My bad. Do you have to
Yeah.
use a penalty die when you're doing a con roll to get over it?
No, it's just
No?
it's just a straight Constitution roll in that case.
Okay.
Your hat changed color again, Graydon, briefly when you went down.
He's a magician.
Oh, yeah. I am magical.
It's like red hat, black hat.
Where does it look like they're leading?
It looks like they're going in the direction that you're going, in the direction that you think that the pyramid is in, and you think you're probably a few hours away from the pyramid at this point.
Do they look like they're in a rush?
They don't seem to be in a rush necessarily, but they're moving with purpose, and it doesn't seem like there's any like human settlements out this way. So
Do they
you're not sure where they would be from.
Do they have anything with them? A backpack, some camping, or are they just two dudes walking, or two humanoids walking?
Just two people.
Okay, I'm gonna look through my binoculars. I'm gonna try to estimate the range, and I'm gonna tell Leon to take a shot.
Okay, wow.
This
Wait,
is
are we?
mission
Wait,
control
Clyde,
over to
Clyde, are you
Leon.
sure about this? They could just, they could just be some random hikers. What is it about them that makes you sure that they're more enemies?
Here's the thing, Harrison. We're out in the middle of nowhere. We had to pack. We have materials, supplies, things for a journey. These guys, they're walking around with nothing.
I just think that's a dangerous game to play. You really want to take someone's life just for the sake of initiative.
Listen, if you're upset, you look over there, and when something else doesn't attack us in the night, then maybe you can think about that.
Listen, I think
so
that there will be
Leon,
an
yeah.
opportunity to shoot them in the face when the time comes. I don't think I can let it rest on my conscience if we gun down some civilians, no matter what the cause is, just out of fear that there's something else. What does that make us?
Norman, do you smell anything fishy?
Just smell bullshit. Take the shot, Clyde.
One second.
Or Leon.
I can't win with you people.
So Leon tells you that they're out of range of his rifle.
Oh wow!
I can't hit them from all the way out here.
Damn.
Alpha
How far away are they?
They're like just under a kilometer away.
Woo!
So I did the math. I did the math based on how the firearm mechanics work, and Jared's gun has a range of 110 yards. If he was to make an extreme success or an extreme shot, which is 4 times the base range of your weapon, he would need to roll a hard success, and they would still need to be within range. 440 yards is about 400 meters, so that will only get about half of the distance that he needs to shoot them.
Some big brain mechanics right there.
Yeah.
I see.
All right. Well, I suppose it might be smart to follow their path and see where they're headed.
Stand down,
See if,
soldier.
what they're leaving behind.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can disengage.
All right. Yeah, so since they're cutting through this long grass, it's actually really easy to follow the path that they're taking because they're leaving an impression wherever they go.
Nice.
So if you want to follow them, you are more than able to do so.
Follow them.
All right.
How tall
So,
is the grass
since-
exactly? Like roughly?
It's
Roughly
probably
Peter height.
Oh, then you guys are fine. Don't even worry.
it would easily be going up to like the tops of all your heads,
Okay.
out of the tallest of all of you. So
I'm gonna get out my machete when we go in here then.
Yeah,
Sounds
so
good.
am I.
absolutely. Is that your shotgun?
No, I got Augustus's machete.
No, yeah.
The
Is
one
it
I
still
cut his
covered
head
in
off
blood?
with.
Norman, did you clean the blood off that?
No. I've never owned a machete before. I don't know how to clean them.
Yeah, but surely you've gutted a fish and you know to clean your knives.
I just eat fish right off the skeleton.
The skeleton. Classic.
Alrighty.
Skeleton.
Like corn on the cob.
I'm gonna be.
Okay.
I want to be very aware as we're going through the grass. I want to make sure that we're not going to get ganked.
Sure, make a spot hidden roll.
Can I do the same?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, now Graydon's hat is red.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I failed.
I got normal
Failure.
success.
Okay. You guys feel like you're keeping a pretty good eye out. So, after tailing these 2 people for quite a ways, I would say probably 3 to 4 hours later, they're still about a kilometer ahead of you, but you're following at such a large pace behind them that you're making pretty good time, and you can easily stay out of their sight. Eventually, they wind kind of up a smallish mountain, and kind of on an adjacent plateau that's kind of connected to that mountain. There's this like really windswept rocky face without any vegetation. The mountain is still like sort of sparsely vegetated, but this windswept plateau has nothing on it. But you can see from your vantage point that you have arrived at a large stone pyramid that has been built onto this plateau. It's not quite. It's not like a typical like Mayan looking pyramid. It's like slightly more Egyptian in that it doesn't have like the typical staircase that a lot of Mayan pyramids do. It's like a very it's a very like old and antiquated looking pyramid with large layers. So it's probably difficult to traverse up, but currently you are not near it. So
Well, boys, there it is.
yeah, I'd say that that's where we were headed.
Never seen anything like that in my whole life.
Jeez, and to think everything that happened so far, we still made it.
I'd say this is going to make for a pretty good story when we get back stateside.
I'm taking my shotgun out, and I'm putting my machete away. I'm holding my shotgun like ready to go.
All right. So you can see from where you guys are that the two people you were following kind of walked up the mountain, and then from the mountain there's kind of a rocky path leading down to this plateau. So they had to go up to get onto it, and you can see that they're sort of making their way towards that. Yeah.
Wait, so if they have to go up and then down, is that going to make them able to see us at any point in time?
It's tough for you to say.
Is there a check I can do?
I say let's wait till they get to the temple and then keep moving.
Yeah. So kind of the surrounding area is a bit of a valley. So if you're on kind of the other side of the valley, you kind of have enough of a vantage point that you can see down onto the plateau. So you have a pretty good idea of what they're doing.
Okay.
Let's watch when they enter the pyramid, because if there's any trap, they'll likely be aware of it.
How are we going to see any trap from way back here?
We'll get
Well, I mean, if they have to... Yeah, genius, did you forget about those?
Like, what did you say, Norman?
Get your binoculars out, Clyde.
They're up and down. I can't look around an object.
But if we have plenty of time, if we stake out the entrance and wait for them to enter, if there's a secret entrance that's more safe, we'll know about it if they use it, and B, if there's any obstacle that they have to bypass to make it into the pyramid, we will watch them overcome it. Use your brain, Clyde. Your brain.
Oh my God, Harrison, by your foot, what is that? And then I kick him in the chest.
I don't see anything.
Make a I think kicking. No, it's a fighting brawl. In previous Call of Cthulhu editions, kicking was a separate skill, but now it's just tied into fighting brawl.
What a specific thing.
It's gonna be such a fucking failure.
I guess this is a good time to realize this. It's been 2 nights since we got on the mountain, right, Jack? Or since we started playing, I guess I should say.
Yes.
Okay, if you took any hit point damage, you have to recover 2 for each night. So I'm back up to max hit points now.
Perfect. Yes. So you're all good because it's 1 hit point per day.
I succeeded.
Harrison, would you like to try and dodge this kick?
Well, it's in the name, baby. What do I got to do?
So you are rolling a dodge against his attack. You're rolling with a penalty die because you still have altitude sickness.
Oh, great. Oh, my dodge is 35. This is looking real good, boys. It's looking real good. It's the 10 die that you re-roll, right?
Yes. That's
okay.
The one.
Here we go.
And take the higher of the 2, whichever one's worse.
Well, I just rolled an 8, so that's nice. Wait, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 8 is solid. I just have to re-roll this one, right?
Yeah. Well, you fail anyways because an 8 would be above your dodge skill, and Clyde succeeded in his fighting brawl check.
Wait, my dodge skill is 35 though. If I
Oh.
roll lower than that,
Oh, I'm sorry.
don't
I thought you rolled an 80. You rolled
Oh,
8
no.
on the.
It was
One's die.
0-8. It was 0-8. Let's see what this other one.
Gotcha.
28. So I succeed.
You succeed. Okay. What was the level of success for both of you? Was it a normal success?
Ooh. I didn't do the
Normal.
math on that one. It was 20. I was like 28, I think. 35. So it was a normal success. I don't think I have to do the math on that.
If it was a normal success, then Harrison actually dodges out of the way as this kick comes out towards him from Clyde.
Can I lightly slap Clyde in the face to prove what a skilled maneuverer I am? No
Sure,
damage. A light slap. Give me a light slap. What do I have to do?
Make a fighting brawl check.
Oh, Clyde, you're about to get slapped, boy.
This is another opportunity for a dodge and then retaliation.
Yes. So Clyde can either dodge or fight back.
Oh.
Oh shit! I rolled a 4 for the first one and then a 54 on the penalty. So yeah, I failed my roll. I'm a little hazy.
He's still like stagger back and you swing and miss.
Shit.
Gentlemen.
Oh
let's,
god, that makes it look like I actually tried to
point
fight
my
back.
shotgun in the air and shoot it off and say, "No!"
Oh my god! Norman, what are you doing, you moron? There's people over there! God, I'm surrounded by imbeciles!
This loud shotgun blast echoes across the valley floor. You hear aftershocks of it. Just the initial shot, and then.
Can I pull on my binoculars and look towards the people?
They are looking around.
Get down, everyone get down!
I follow suit begrudgingly. I get to one knee.
Norman, what's wrong with you?
They're the ones that were fighting. What are you blaming me for?
Listen, I'm just trying to prove a point. Harrison's been talking shit to everyone, especially fucking Ruth here. I'm just trying to stand up. All right, you're not gonna
Oh,
push
what are you,
me
some
around
kind
like
of
that.
simp? We're supposed
What the
to
hell
be.
is this? This is the 1920s.
You're a simple man. You fight only for the love of women. That's all that matters in your
No,
life.
I
You're
fight
not an
for my honor.
intellectual. All you know about is pussy.
Look,
Harrison.
gentlemen, we can kill each other once we get out of here. But let's focus on the task at hand. Right?
Why I ever shacked up with you morons, I'll never know.
How you ever survived any of your journeys, I'll never know.
Well, you're not looking too good in this book of mine,
Listen,
Clyde. Hope
as
you know.
far as I'm concerned, you two idiots owe me a shotgun shell.
A single shotgun
I'll
shell.
get you a shotgun shell.
Half even.
Of course he will.
I'll reach down and I'll pick up the empty one that he just fired. I'll give it to him. He didn't say it had to be full.
It's double barrel, so he would have had to have opened the shotgun for the shells to have been ejected.
Can you please open that?
I just want to see something.
I'm not gonna eject the shell because I did
Okay.
not do that after I fired.
Fair enough. Okay, so Clyde and Leon follow suit with his sniper rifle, and you guys can sort of see this. The two people went into sort of down onto the plateau. It's almost like a courtyard. There's a low stone wall that surrounds the entire base of the plateau. And then there's sort of like a courtyard that surrounds the pyramid. You can see the male of the two makes his way up the pyramid. It's kind of rough. There's not really a staircase, so it's kind of like him hoisting himself up each level of the pyramid. And when he gets to the very top of the pyramid, you can see that there's a long crack that runs across lengthwise of the pyramid. And he gets down on all fours, and he starts vomiting out this white, viscous liquid into this crack. And After about maybe 20 seconds of that, he gets up, wipes his mouth, makes his way back down to the pyramid, stands next to the other one, and then the woman goes up to the top of the pyramid and does the exact same thing, and then walks back down. Once they're done that, they kind of look around a little bit, and then disappear behind the side of the pyramid opposite of you guys, and you don't see them after that.
And it was only me and Leon that saw that?
Everyone saw that. You and Leon got a better look at it.
They still innocent hikers in your eyes, Harrison?
Well, at least we didn't shoot innocents in the head.
Is it just me, or does it look like they just puked on the temple?
I'd say that is
exactly
a very apt description, Norman.
And the exact same spot, nonetheless.
Well,
I want to go check it out.
Temple.
Well, no time like the present, I suppose.
Let's go.
So, you figure there are two ways that you can get up to the pyramid. You can either go up and around the path, similar to how they did, or you could try to climb up the sides of the plateau, which would be quite difficult, but you could potentially do it.
I'm going to do the first one.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, I'm doing the first. I'm going around.
Well, I was going to climb, but I suppose I should stay with the group.
If you want to climb, you go ahead and climb.
I don't want to get caught by whatever we just saw down there.
For all we know, they could have puked all over that cliff. It could be slippery.
Mm.
The slipperiness is the last of my worries.
Are we going to leave the pack animals behind, or are we going to try and get them to the pyramid? It looks like that path might be a bit difficult, but if we need to bring anything back, it would be useful if they're nearby.
I think we might as well bring them. We leave them here, they're just as likely to get eaten by something. I lost my New York accent.
Yeah, it's all good.
I suppose Leon could always guard them while we're inside.
Leon kind of holds his sniper.
Man, a few words.
Yeah. So if you're going to try and get the animals down towards the pyramid, I'm going to need either a ride, animal handling, or survival mountains check.
Who of us have to do it? All of us, or
it would just be one of you. But
I don't have any investment in any of those stats, like at all.
What was the first one again? Natural
Ride.
ability? Oh, second one, sorry?
Animal handling.
That doesn't even show up on my sheet.
Yeah, I don't have an animal.
Is there not an animal
Yeah, there's no
handling?
animal handling.
I don't. Yeah.
Maybe I think animal handling is maybe under art/crafts. That's weird.
Under.
Oh,
Let me
yeah,
pull out
there's
my keeper's handbook.
Lord, why do none of us have this skill?
Where is this skill? I mean, if it's not on any of your sheets, then none of you have it, but I'd just like to know, so I'm just going to find out real quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a curious little conundrum.
Well,
it is, isn't it?
I'll toss a survival mountain out. I don't have survival mountain, so 10's my number.
Is survival mountain just survival?
Yeah.
Okay.
If close, but fail.
Oh,
That-
animal handling is an uncommon skill, which means I don't think it appears on the character sheet.
Interesting.
Oh.
Is there like a base success rate for it then? There must be, right?
5%.
Yeah, 5%. Okay, I failed my roll for survival mountain, which I don't even have, so just 10.
Right.
Thanks, Norman.
It's, you really try to coerce the alpacas to make it down this steep, narrow path, but it's not happening. So you feel like, to the best of your knowledge, these alpacas are going to have to stay up here on the mountain until you get back.
Well, we're just gonna have to make a few trips, is all.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair enough.
Well, we'd be lucky to make one trip out of this pyramid without running away from something trying to kill us. So I suppose we'll see.
All right. Well, I suppose we should make our way down to the pyramid. And by the way, at this point, at the top of the path, you can see down onto the plateau much better. The pyramid is quite imposing. It's quite dilapidated, as is the wall surrounding it. And you see kind of a few other, not structures, but kind of like rough-hewn stone. It is completely barren. It is just dirty and dusty, and absolutely no plant life grows on this plateau.
Can we see the pyramid from the top down now?
Yep.
Can we see the two people that went around the other side of the pyramid from us now?
They're gone. They're not on the plateau.
So we've followed their path all the way here, right?
Yes, you did.
Just a real quick glance down. Is there only 2 set of footprints, or is this like a path well traveled?
Make a spot hidden check for me.
You tried tasting the dirt.
I knew a guy who did that. He wasn't didn't work. I succeed.
Succeed. So you do see the most recent set of footprints, and it seems like the path is relatively worn down as well. It seems like it might be relatively well frequented.
I think we might be getting into some trouble here, boys
Oh,
Why do you say that?
and girls.
Well, I'd say that's nothing new for the likes of us. And Jackson kind of starts making his way down the pathway.
well, let's go get some treasure.
All right.
As you make your way kind of down the winding pathway towards the ruins, there's kind of like kind of an eerie whistling in the air as and the wind does pick up a little bit. It's quite breezy up here. It's just a little bit unsettling. And it is quite a bit cold since you are quite high up now. You also notice there's a lot of flies that kind of start buzzing around in the air. You guys all want to make natural world checks for me?
Ooh. Fail.
Fail.
I rolled a 98. Fancy that. That's twice that I rolled a 9.
You got a lot of
No, the
90s.
set first was a 96. Yeah.
Are you a grade A student?
Jackson also failed.
Great. So
They're flies. There are some flies around here.
Flies.
Is Harrison okay with that? Are you okay with flies? Because they're not birds.
their wings are too small for me to acknowledge them as flying creatures. How?
Despite them
I
flying
mean
around.
that's not really consistent, but I think they're just jumping incredibly.
Hey,
That's all I know.
This is your story, man.
You say your books are educational there, Harrison? Didn't you call us idiots before a minute ago?
Well, I am an educated man, but I try to make my books readable for simple folk like you.
Meanwhile,
I think you don't give enough credit. Just out of curiosity, what's your education, Matt?
60.
Can I know that? Oh, guess who has the big 70 over here?
Oh boy, what did you learn in college? Freaking Simpleton University. Is that where you went?
I never went.
Leon has a 79.
Good lord, thought that guy was smart. What's that about?
oh my god, I was like secretly hiding my dick. My big dick was 75, but fuck, Leon comes in. It's like,
Oh man,
I'm glad that you're
Harrison,
hiding your dick, Peter.
Yeah,
know,
that's good to
you
know.
know the
Good to know.
bugs are jumping all around here.
All right.
Education.
So, education is one of your core stats. It's at the top
it's
of
one of
the
your
page.
characteristics, Norman.
Norman doesn't even know what education is.
You guys went to school? I've just been fishing my whole life.
I was
Norman went
born
to the
on this
school
boat.
of hard knocks. The sea was my teacher.
She was my teacher, and she was I don't even want to say.
She's my first love. Anyways, so as you make your way up the path, there's a large stone gate. Not any doors or anything like that at the top of the path. Carved with somewhat intricate designs. So, as you get closer, you start to smell like this overwhelming stench of like rotten meat. Kind of similar to the stench that you smelled the first night you were in the wilderness, and you came across that hippie.
Smells like fish.
What's that smell again? No, this is not fish. Fish is better than that. Ugh.
Disgusting is what it is.
So yeah, you can see that the main gate is carved with sort of these intricate designs, and some of them are sort of exaggerated heads with their mouths open, some like showing teeth. Actually, I might be able to take a picture and put it in the handouts.
Heck yeah.
Oh, maybe not. I
Heck
thought there was an illustration. I was like, I can send you guys a picture.
Not today.
It's a little eerie, don't you think?
Oh, there is. Give me 1 second, and I will send you. Is part of another picture. Here we go.
2-for-1 combo.
Exactly. Come on, you. All right. Hang on. Stand by.
Technology was the real villain of this campaign.
It truly was.
It always is. I was almost not here today because of it.
At least it buffed out. Or, he says with a robot voice.
All right. There you go.
Ooh. Oh, that's spooky.
It is spooky. And so those sort of heads are carved into a lot of not only the main gate, but you see kind of other structures and archways as you make it onto the plateau that were probably structures at one point but have just crumbled away. And you can kind of see them detailed on parts of the pyramid as well.
What do you think
Do,
these faces mean?
I don't know if they mean.
Hey, Jackson, have you seen anything in your research? Do you think this is something about the cult of... I'm going to check my notes.
The notes of light.
All right. Your notes.
Kasari.
The Karasiri?
Karasiri.
Jackson rolled a 98 on his archaeology check, so...
Ooh.
I gotta say, I've never seen anything quite like this before. If I'm being honest.
I don't think it's
I think
friendly.
that I think that's what I'm going to title my book about this whole experience.
I mean, that's not a bad title, honestly. So, as you make your way through the main gate, you see this large, imposing stepped pyramid above you. It's kind of in almost like a semi-L shape, if that makes sense. And there's crumbling walls and sort of abutments all over the plateau. And there's dirt kind of piled up everywhere, leading you to believe that at one point this was probably like a lot of the site is actually underground now, but at one point it would have been above ground. But just over time, dust and debris has kind of been piled up here. So, You guys have made it to your destination. What would you like to do?
Should we maybe walk the perimeter of the pyramid and see if there's anything of interest?
I want to go up to that crack.
I'm glad you're volunteering, Norman, are you sure you can lift
Oh,
yourself up those
as-
steps?
I'm
As do I, Norman. I'll go with you.
oh,
You gotta have really nice legs in order to keep your wits about you on the sea.
oh, I thought you were complimenting Clyde's legs for a second. Like, you got
I
nice
thought
legs,
so
you can
too.
do this. I was like, ugh, old man. Harrison, I guess I'll walk the perimeter with you.
All right. So we'll start with the two of you who are climbing the pyramid. So each step is about 5 feet high. So you have to lift yourself up and kind of like jimmy up. But you're both in relatively good shape, so it's not too hard. It takes you a little while because it is still quite a large structure, but eventually you do make it to the top of the pyramid. And you see the long crack that runs lengthwise across the top. You see kind of the remnants of some of that viscous material, and around the crack, flies are just buzzing constantly. All right. The crack it varies in width at all times. It's quite long. I don't have a measurement, but it's never wider than 3 inches. And the smell is like overpowering here. This is very clearly where the stench that you guys have been smelling is coming from.
Does it look? Is it possible to make our way into the crack?
No, it's too narrow. But you could get down and investigate the crack if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll
The
do
lake.
that.
All right.
I'll investigate
So-
the crack.
So this is a crack that leads into the temple. It's not like something that's just trickling down the sides of it.
No, it's a crack. It's literally like a long crack, like almost a small crevasse in the top of the pyramid. You assume it leads down into the pyramid, but it's not large enough for like a human to get into.
My neck, my back.
Yeah, basically.
That's it. That's the song.
If you guys are going to investigate the crack, make a listen check for me, a listen roll.
I wanna do that next to the place I saw them vomiting.
Like the
Sure.
particular spot on the crack.
Yeah, like that particular spot. A listen
Sure,
roll, you said?
Yes.
I got a hard success.
Hard success. Okay.
I failed.
You failed. So Norman, your ears not always quite what they used to be, and you're still a little bit. Your ears are ringing a little bit from that shotgun blast earlier that echoed throughout the valley. You got a little bit of tinnitus. Clyde, you, however, as you kind of get down towards the crack and listen, you hear this viscous oozing sound. You know, kind of like a. I'm not very good at sound effects, but you kind of get the idea. Coming from deep within the pyramid.
Can't hear anything.
Evan, nothing's coming through. Nothing. It's so sad because I really wanted
Yeah,
to
I
hear
was
it,
about to
but
say.
yeah.
Your
Yeah.
mouth movements were enough.
Clyde, do you hear anything? I can't get this ringing out of my ears.
Yeah, it sounds ooey, like it's not quite a liquid, but it's a little bit thicker.
Ooey or gooey?
Both.
Ah. Here, let me look. Let me
Both.
see. Let me see.
How
I'm gonna take a shotgun shell out of my ammo case, and I'm just gonna like
Empty shells.
throw it into the crack.
Okay. So
I'm gonna
you take the empty shell and you
No, I'm taking an actual shell. I haven't taken
Oh.
that shell out of my shotgun
He's
yet.
committed.
Sure.
I have completely forgotten there's an empty shell in my shotgun.
That's gonna be so bad. Why are you doing this?
It's fine by me.
Yeah.
So you drop a perfectly good shotgun shell down into the crack, and it kind of bing, bing a few times across the stone, and then it's just gone, and nothing seems to change.
He's not really like a splash kind of sound.
No, not a splash.
Anything like that.
Well, that was for nothing. You got any ideas, Clyde? Should we head back?
Well, yeah, I kind of got one, and well, mainly I got a piss, and I'm just curious what'll happen with something other than vomit down this hole. So I'm gonna unzip my pants. I'm gonna start peeing down the hole.
You're disrespecting the gods.
From the bottom of the pyramid, you hear, "Oh my god, it's like a penis but smaller."
All right, sure. You start pissing onto an ancient pyramid.
You know what, Clyde?
Alright, while I'm going, I'm like, I can't wait to tell Harrison he put this in his book.
Clyde, you know, that gives me an idea myself.
And I'm gonna take my hand and stick it down my throat.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna make myself vomit into the hole.
The sounds me
Make-
and Harrison must be hearing.
I get.
Just taking a nice walk with the lady Ruth, and all I hear is.
I'm not going to even make you roll for it. It's like if you want to vomit into a pyramid,
He clearly has the
vomit.
intention to do it.
And I mean the smell up here is so bad that you're on the
It didn't
verge
take
anyways.
Yeah. Didn't take much.
didn't take much.
So Norman, you just retch into the crack. Your vomit is much more like human vomit as opposed to the white material that is kind of surrounding the crack. But it is still vomit, and you vomit onto this ancient pyramid. Nothing seems to change.
The pyramid's just much more equipped with bodily waste than it was before.
I don't know what else, Norman. I don't know. I kind of want to. I wish I had to get some TNT or something drop in here, but
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
maybe the group has some. Let's go check.
Good
So-
lord.
On that note, Ruth and Harrison, as you are making your way around, either give me a archaeology roll or a spot hidden roll.
One of us, or
I'm gonna
we
do
can
spot
both
hidden.
do it.
You can both make this roll, and you choose which skill you use.
Okay, I'm also gonna do spot hidden then. Ah, I failed. I was 2 digits away.
Yo, I got hard success.
A hard success. Good. You needed a hard success on the spot hidden roll.
And I
I'm just
got.
So Harrison, as you're making your way around the site, you notice that there are a number. There's about 6 or so of these stone caps that seem to be covering a number of shafts around the site. One of the caps has been broken, and you can see down. It seems to lead down into the pyramid a good 15 or 20 feet.
Can I see what's at the bottom?
It just looks kind of like a floor. It doesn't look like there's anything down there from your vantage point.
Does anybody in our party have a length of rope?
Leon has a length of rope, in fact.
I don't intend on visiting there anytime soon. Is the shaft big enough for a human to fit through?
Yes, it's easily large enough for a human to fit through.
It's quite big. Okay, I don't want to take any action on it now. But it's good to know that we could potentially throw a rope down there and have somebody maybe climb down and see if there's anything of interest in there.
So you said that stone cap was broken?
Yeah, which is why you would be able to get into this shaft if you wanted
So
to.
it's stone. Would have it taken like an extreme amount of force to break, or like is it a thick stone or what?
It is quite thick. It would have been like a large stone block.
Okay.
But given the amount of time that this site has been here, a lot of things could have potentially happened.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Do you want to go down
Is
there?
there
and
anything
visit?
else?
What are you thinking? Could be a good chapter.
Well, Ruth, I'm glad you let's say think you know what it takes to motivate me to take action on certain things, but of all the adventures I've gone on in my life, I feel that climbing down this shaft into this mysterious pyramid, not really a page turner. I have to say, not really quite that interesting. Though I'm thinking, if there is a need for it, we could throw Leon's rope down there, have a few of us wait on the other side, and perhaps lower someone light like you, my dear. I'm sure you can't weigh much, right? Maybe 65, 80 pounds. Good lord, you actually need to eat a little bit. I'm a bit worried about you, honestly.
jeez.
So,
Damn!
so
Jesus.
I have a little section where Matt comments about my gender and appearance and things like that. This is entry number 4.
Oh my god. Well, Ruth, all I'm saying is you're quite slender. I feel like I could suplex you onto a bunk bed if I wanted to. Let's just say it like that.
Clyde, as you and Norman make your way down to the pyramid and rejoin your friends, you all hear Jackson call from the other side of the plateau. Hey, folks, you might want to come take a look at this.
I heard Leo head over.
Yeah. So
is everyone at the shaft?
yeah, everyone is around the shaft. That's kind of on, we'll call it the northern side of the plateau, just because that's the vantage point that I'm working with here. Jackson's currently at the south end. As you make your way over to sort of the southeast corner of the plateau, there's a large pit, sort of dug out of this one corner here. And as you all look in at what Jackson found, there is a pit of emaciated bodies in various stages of decay. Some of them are skeletal, some of them are rather fresh and are just starting to go through the decomposition phase. You think some of them may have been here for decades or centuries even.
Oh god, what is that?
That is a pit of dead people, my friend.
I guess you could call that a rhetorical question, but goodness, what could they possibly be doing here?
I'm guessing
Rhetorical
that
question again.
Right. Ooh. My God. So, everyone who's looking into the pit, you want to give me a spot hidden roll?
Nope.
Failure.
I got a normal success.
Normal success. Norman?
Well, good for you.
Okay, so Ruth, you notice that kind of at the edge of this pit, there's the outline of what looks like an entranceway or like a door that potentially leads further into the tunnel. You also notice a few gold coins and bits and baubles kind of strewn around at the bottom of the pit.
Guys, I think there's an entrance down there. We might be able to get into the pyramid from here.
Well, I've dealt with my fair share of piles of decaying bodies, so we may as well keep moving forward.
We're just gonna let that slide.
what was
sure
that?
He doesn't remember.
What was that about decaying bodies,
Well,
Norman?
fish bodies. You know, you pile them on the corner of the ship. You know,
It's an important
Right.
distinction. In the future,
Uh,
try to make it.
hey, it smells it's bad.
Are you talking about chum there, Norman?
Not just chum, my chum.
Wow,
All
Norman,
right, then.
it is truly a pleasure to be on an adventure with someone so erudite and well spoken and wise as you are.
Is there any other way into the pyramid that we've seen, or are we really gonna have to climb over?
Well,
That.
that depends.
Harrison, you did find the one shaft leading down.
I really wasn't appetized by the shaft before, but ominous 15-foot drop by rope, or
What shaft? What are you talking about?
there are many columns that appear to be shafts that lead deep into the pyramid, and they're all covered by some kind of cap, but one of them seems to be broken, and I see nothing of interest on the inside, but if that's a better way in, then
Well, did you throw anything down there to make sure it has a bottom?
Norman, I can't say I did. I suppose I'm not as inquisitive as you are. What are you planning on throwing down there, my friend? One of our most valuable possessions, perhaps your firearm. It's really hard to tell with you sometimes.
I was just gonna throw a shotgun shell.
Oh, yeah, it seems you have plenty of those going around. That's
Or
for
a
sure.
rock. You do realize this whole thing's made out of rocks.
You mean ancient
rock?
artifacts?
We could try puking and pissing down it like the crack.
Oh well, if I know what I saw up there, I don't think you have any more left to go around. So I suppose we'll throw that one out.
If we're taking a vote, I would very much like to use one of the shafts instead of going into the pit of dead bodies. As long as
I would agree with you.
Hey, just a random question. Did anyone bring any dynamite?
Dynamite?
Somebody did buy dynamite, I think.
Not I,
Must have
said
been
the
Leon.
Harrison.
Was it Jerry?
It might have been Jerry.
That sounds like a Leon thing to do.
Yeah.
Let me see. He might have written it down somewhere.
Taking his rope, taking his dynamite.
I thought somebody bought dynamite, but it's not in his possessions, and he wrote down everything else that he bought. So,
All right. Well,
That does
here's
sound
my
familiar.
thought. We can walk through a bunch of dead bodies who aren't going to hurt us anyways, or we can try to go down some hole that Harrison doesn't even know how deep it is.
My friend, feel free to examine all you wish. The shaft didn't seem like the go-to option until I found the stinky, decaying pile of dead bodies with a minimal entrance to our tunnel after.
Can show me this hole, would you? The shaft.
Absolutely, buddy.
All right,
I turn
fine.
around,
Go look at it.
pull my pants down.
all right.
I look at Ruth.
So you guys make your way to the chimney that's Harrison found earlier, and it's vertical shafts about 15 feet deep, maybe about 7 feet wide. It's a square, 7 square feet, something or somewhere around there. Quite easy to get down because you have a large length of rope.
Can we see the bottom?
I'm tossing another shotgun shell.
Yeah, you can see the bottom quite easily because the sun is hitting the plateau and you can see into the shaft. There's light coming through. So, yeah, Norman tosses a shotgun shell down into the shaft and it just kind of impacts in the sand below and nothing happens.
Guys, we know there was a door on in the other hole. Sure, there was the dead body, but we know there's a way in. We don't know what's down this.
Yeah.
Do you not think it's a bit of a...
or does it branch off into a tunnel that underneath?
Make everyone can make a spot hidden check.
failed.
Failed. Another 90. Woohoo! That's 94, 96, and 98 that I've rolled in this game.
Yeah, I
should-
also
You
failed.
see these thumbs up? You see how stoked I am?
You should play
Hard
like the
success.
opposite version of this, Matt. You'd be really good at it.
Hard success. Nice work. So everyone, while you're kind of busy bickering, Norman is taking a look and very quizzically down the shaft, and he takes a wide berth around it, looks at it from a bunch of different angles after dropping the shotgun shell in. Norman, you can see that at the bottom of this shaft, it's like a T intersection with 3 different paths going in 3 different directions.
I choose not to say anything to the group.
Norman, what do you see down there? Cavefish?
No, it doesn't look like there's any way out of that hole.
I know
Oh, is it just a
guys.
dead end? Is it just a hole?
It looks like just a dead end.
I guess that leaves us with the dead bodies. I don't know what other choice we got.
Fucking
We
Well,
wanna
I
get
don't. I don't particularly like the idea of wading through a bunch of dead bodies, but I suppose if that's our way in, then that's our way in.
well,
What time of day is it? Is it like, are we getting till night here? Or?
No, it would be kind of like early afternoon, maybe
Well,
1 or 2 o'clock, I'd say.
I'd say no time like the present.
what else are we doing? This is what we're here for, after all.
Yep. All right. So, are you guys going to go into the pit with the dead bodies?
'Cause that's the
Sounds
only
like we don't have
way
another
in.
choice.
Yeah. All right. So you guys make your way to the south end of the site, and the bodies are piled high enough that you don't need to use a rope or anything like that. It's easy enough to scramble down.
Hell
It
yeah.
is a little bit. It's quite unsettling, actually,
Mm.
as you start. Sorry, you're going to say something?
I was gonna say, before I jump in, does it look like any of them have like a?
No, these are dead bodies.
He's gone.
He's like, I'm out.
The fish people got him.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
They're like,
God.
"Shut up."
guys, you won't believe what I saw down there. Do any of the bodies look like they have a fishy face?
No, these look like dead bodies.
Okay.
So Jackson kind of starts climbing down, and if you guys follow suit, it's a little bit unnerving at first, stepping onto dead bodies. Like some of them are fresh, and it's like a weird sensation. On some of them, you hear the cracking of bones and feel it kind of as you step over them. It's very, very not pleasant.
Can I make a spot hidden check to see if I spot any useful items that one of them might have on their person?
Sure. Yeah, you can make a spot hidden check, I guess.
Because I don't respect the dead whatsoever.
Norman just wanted to come down this hole so he can loot the dead.
Oh, that's a fail.
No, these dead bodies are useless. So as you kind of start clearing bodies away from the supposed entranceway that Ruth pointed out, it is really, really unsettling. So I need everyone except for Clyde, because Graydon had an agreement with me when we started this. Everyone needs to make a sanity roll.
What's this agreement that you speak of? What deal did he do with the devil?
It was just a thing that he took some extra sanity loss at the beginning of the game to get a perk that's in the book that means when he sees dead bodies, he doesn't have to make a sanity check.
I see.
Yeah.
Does the altitude sickness thing still come into play for this roll, Jack?
No, not for a sanity check. It wouldn't.
Cool.
It would just be a straight roll.
And sanity doesn't come back after you sleep or anything like that, right?
No.
Yeah.
There are ways to get sanity points back, but it's a little bit tougher.
Is sanity the one that you need to roll higher than your sanity points?
No, you want to roll underneath.
Okay.
And then you want to roll higher if to stave off temporary insanity.
Okay. Yeah,
Right.
I'm good.
But that will be an intelligence check. So who succeeded and who failed?
I succeed.
I also succeeded.
All three of you.
Success.
You all succeeded. Okay. So each of you take 1 point of sanity loss from moving the bodies around.
I'll take that compromise.
Yeah. All right.
That's true. That is true.
It's very true.
Okay. So as you clear the bodies away, you do uncover like a small tunnel that seems to lead deeper into the pyramid. It goes forward for a couple of feet and then juts at a right angle and goes straight for a long way. It's very cramped down here, so you're forced to go on your hands and knees at some points, and like sometimes you're able to like get on your knees, but you can crawl through here. You're still able to move.
What's the light situation like?
Yeah.
It is quite dark.
Okay, I'm gonna light up my gas lantern.
Okay. So you have a light source down there, which is good.
Good call, Clyde.
Yeah, I can do something right.
So in the tunnels, not just where the dead bodies are, the stench of decay is overpowering, and you see Jackson like pulls out a handkerchief and ties it around his nose and mouth to keep himself from to kind of prevent some of the smell from permeating in.
Jackson, what are you doing? This smell is a hoax.
You gotta let it in. As soon as it's in, you're used to it. It's fine.
It's not gonna help you, Jackson.
My nose just doesn't work anymore. There's just nothing there.
All right. So, if you guys, everyone make a Constitution roll for me, unless you're covering up your face,
Shit.
like Jackson did. And since you all made fun of him, I'm assuming you're not.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you know, that's what we get for mocking the NPC, right?
I failed.
I failed.
God is like, hey, perhaps do this. And we're like, you did it.
You're like, you're dumb. Why are you doing that? You dumb.
I succeeded.
I got an extreme success.
Okay. Clyde?
I failed.
So, those of you who failed, you take a penalty die while you're in the tunnels for the next 10 minutes until you become acclimatized to the smell. So in Harrison's case,
what if I'm already getting?
So you have 2 penalty dice now.
Oh my god!
It's all those dead fish boys. I just
Dead
used to it.
fish.
Yeah, he only fishes up the dead ones.
So, as you guys make your way through the tunnel, you can see that there are some areas that have sort of given way and are a little bit more natural, and like stalactites and stalagmites have started forming over the years. Some are still like well-lined stone, like still like well built from ancient times. It is slow going. If you're going to try and increase your movement while you're in the tunnels, you need a successful dex roll. It's not necessary. It's just kind of a matter of whether or not you're moving cautiously or not. So it's your choice.
I think we're probably moving pretty cautiously.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. So this tunnel, it leads straight, and you can see there's some light coming through at the very end. It seems to be coming down from above.
Hey, everyone. I just need to make sure you all see that light too, and that I just didn't like die in the last few minutes here.
Why would you
Well,
say that?
the smell is making me feel like that, but no, I too see the light.
Norman, you would actually know that is just the shaft from the other side, because you are in part of the T intersection right now that you are the only one who saw.
Hold on. Norman, is that the shaft that we were looking at above?
It kind of looks like it.
What What's that on the ground? Is that a shotgun shell?
There's a shotgun shell sitting on the ground.
Oh shit, my shotgun shell. Let me grab that.
So much for there's nothing down here. I once saw a fish, and there was
Hey.
no fish down in this hole. That's you.
Hey,
That's what
Harrison.
you sound like.
Hey Harrison, unless you were metagaming, you saw just as little as you think I did as well. So
Hold on a second. Allow me to just look in my Harrison's Pocket Dictionary. Metagaming. I don't understand. Could you explain to me what that is?
Intimidating
Norman?
Harrison.
Harrison,
All right.
you had eyes too. I couldn't see shit. You didn't see shit. Looks like we're both the idiots here.
All right, so
yes,
underneath the shaft, and you guys actually passed one of the ones on your way to this one that still had the stone, the capstone on top of it. So there's enough room underneath them that you can all stand fairly comfortably. So from the T intersection, there's the way that you just came, and then there's a way to your left and a way to your right.
I'm rolling navigate
Oh, for what are you trying to do?
just to figure out which way to go.
Sure.
So I don't know, maybe I might see something on the ground or something that might indicate where more people end up going towards.
Yeah, it takes the dirt.
Yeah, sure. I'll allow it. Why not?
Come on, baby. That looks good. Ooh! That's gonna be a hard success.
Hard
Well
success.
What's
Okay.
that time on the sea?
So you can see, Norman, that to your right on the T intersection, it seems to lead to an enclosed room of some kind, whereas the way to your left seems to be another long corridor that leads, again, kind of down the length of the pyramid.
Well, it looks like that's a dead end that way, but it might be interesting to go check it out. Do you want to head that way?
Hi, Courtney.
Hi, Carter.
Hi, Courtney.
Well,
Um,
Norman, who's muted himself. I'm implied you got us this far, so I'll follow you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could check out the dead end real quick.
Hey, we're here for gold, aren't we? We may as well look around for some.
I mean, that's right. Leave no stone unturned, as they all say.
I'll
So,
follow Norman.
yeah. So as you kind of, Norman, are you going down to the room?
I'm going down to the room.
Okay. So as you get down on all fours and crawl back into one of the tunnels, you a few feet later, like probably around 10, if that, you're greeted by this kind of this large room that you can stand up in.
I thought you were gonna say by like a freaking voice or some shit.
Not yet.
So, in this room are a bunch of reed mats placed all over the floor. Sleeping on two of the mats are the two people who you saw disgorge themselves onto the top of the pyramid. And they seem to be asleep and have absolutely no clue that you're there.
You guys found a save room.
Yeah, it's quite large. It's about 20 by 20 feet, but plain stone. And yeah, just
Clyde right next to me. Can Clyde see all this too, or is he?
I'm right behind you.
Yeah, so Clyde, you see this as you come in.
Okay, I'm gonna
So-
whisper as quiet as I can. Clyde, it's those two people there. Do you want to deal with them, or do you want to head back?
Norman, as you say this, you kind of look past the group of mats and the two sleeping people. Piled high at the other end of the room is this massive, like, just collection of gold and silver. Thousands and thousands of dollars worth of precious metals that have clearly been accumulated here over decades and decades of work. Some looks ancient, some looks relatively new. It's more money than you've ever seen in your life. And it is all there for the taking.
My God, Clyde. I could rebuild Halifax with all that.
Oh my god, man. You know how much TNT I could buy with this?
What do you want to do?
How like is it light in here? Like, should I put out my lantern or is it?
Your lantern is basically the only light that's coming into this room right now. It's like quite dark in here.
Okay.
But you do see the two sleeping people,
I
and
have,
they're motionless. They're like barely even breathing.
I have my machete. Do you have yours?
Yeah, I got mine. I think I might be better with the gun though. But you're right. We should try to do this quiet. I
We
agree.
should try to do this as quietly as possible.
All right.
But I don't know. Just
Who's
I'm
who's
not good
behind
at-
me?
I think we're the only two that went in there, aren't we?
Jackson actually comes up behind you and is like, "Is that what I think it is?"
Yeah, it's exactly what you think it is. And I give him my gas lantern and I pull out my machete and I look at
Okay.
Norman. I'm like, all right.
hang on here. It's amazing that we've gotten this far without waking them up. I'm not very good at sneaking around. Are we sure we want to do this? I don't know. I'm getting.
I want to go to the gold. I want to get some of that.
Fuck! This is what we came here for. All right, let's do it.
All right. You gentlemen do what you need to do. I'll keep the light on you.
Thanks, Jackson.
All right. So, as you guys make your way towards the people, are you? How are you doing this? Are you going to like sneak up and like kind of stab them, or what's the game plan here?
Split in the throat.
Okay, absolutely.
Just like a
Or
fish.
should I go walk? Should I go Walking Dead style and like freaking stab him right in the head?
I was thinking more like Lord of the Rings and the ring wraiths, where they find the hobbits in the hotel and they're just like,
Yeah. Now I'm going for a neck slice.
yeah,
Okay.
so am I.
So you guys make your way towards them and being as stealthy as possible. And as you get up to them, you notice it's not necessary because they're motionless. They're not even breathing. And it's like they still seem alive, if you could call it that. But you, Norman, you kind of go up and you slit one throat without issue. And I'll say you did it to the female of the two, and she just starts bleeding out. Clyde, same story. If you want to if you just want to stab down.
Well, but I can't. Before I do that, I like the quick glance. Are like they ill in any way? Do they look deformed? And
No, they look normal.
they look like normal. Like they're not gaunt. They don't look malnourished or anything like that.
You can make a medicine check.
Sure, that'll work. Actually, I can't. I literally can't. Is that 1%? I have no skill in this.
I rule it that if you roll a 1 on those checks, I'll still allow it as a success.
I think that makes sense. Honestly,
Yeah.
if you have a 1% chance of succeeding or getting that number and you still do, you're clearly destined to make that roll.
Nope. Stab.
Yep. Yep. Just they're dead.
Okay,
They're
Clyde.
both dead.
Clyde.
Yeah.
On the off chance that these people could come back, I really think we should cut their heads off.
It's easy enough to do.
I'm
Clyde,
gonna try to fast talk him into not doing that.
it might even be funny if we throw a couple heads backwards towards the rest of the group in the main chamber. They're already dead.
God, Halifax really fucked this man up. Like,
Like, I don't know if that's really necessary.
All right,
More head
Right.
chopping for me.
Okay, so
I persuade him not to do this.
yeah. What are you trying? You're trying to fast talk?
Yeah, fast talk or persuade, like, whatever you want me.
Uh, I would say this is more of a fast talk. You didn't really have like a very persuasive argument. It's more like you're trying to like, hey, buddy, don't cut these heads off.
Oh,
Oh,
I got a crit success.
That
You
man's
can-
never spoken so fast in his whole life.
Norman, you can try and rebuff him with your psychology skill.
the words you say are wrong. The words you say are wrong.
Close, but fine, Clyde. I guess maybe I've cut enough heads off for one adventure.
And tell you what, Norman, if I'm wrong, we'll cut everybody's head off moving forward.
I think I can agree to that.
All right.
All right.
I go to shake his hand.
I shake his hand back.
All right, boys. This is
Just to clarify, like, everyone else is coming through the tunnel, seeing us just above two dead bodies shaking each other's hand.
Is that true? Have we all decided to follow him into the room now? Or?
Yeah, if you wanted to, you guys could have followed into the room.
I mean, Ruth and I are just standing there otherwise, so I don't see why not.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's
So if you guys-
in... Whoa.
Ruth, it's a real woman.
I'm gonna very carefully make my way towards the giant pile of treasure. That like my eye was open for like traps or any other people mob movement.
Okay. Yeah, you can easily like start filling your pockets if you want to. But Jackson kind of pipes up and says, maybe it's best that we try and finish what we came here for before we actually start looting the place.
I mean, I don't think we need to go.
Remind me what we came here for again.
I thought we were trying to, stop the crazy fish people.
Oh, right. Sorry. There's a lot of money here. I got my mind went somewhere. All right, fine. Let's go do that.
We're
Wait,
stopping.
Clyde,
fish-
rack your brain though. What about that thing you read, Clyde, where there was a curse for this pyramid? Don't you remember?
Am I the one holding the ancient book?
Didn't he discover that information originally?
Is there any gold bars in the pile?
Yeah, there's lots of gold bars in the pile.
Oh, I'm grabbing one as they're talking.
Okay, you have a gold bar.
Evan is determined to just drag this playthrough down. I swear to God. At first, I thought it was him being zany, but I think he's actively trying to make every decision that could subtly fuck us as possible.
Let's. So what you got was a journal of a conquistador who he and his companions disturbed something in the pyramid, from what you read, and that unleashed a great evil.
Okay,
Can you guys hear that cat?
I can
Yeah.
hear that. I heard the cat. Yeah. So from what I
Is
got
that your
here,
cat, Jack?
Yeah.
I didn't.
It's just
I
like-
actually forgot that Jack has a cat at his house, and that's a loud cat.
It's a big boy.
Oh my
So
God!
from the book, all men became ill and complained of a terrible hunger, all looking gaunt, not much more than a corpse, thought to come as punishment from the desecration of a holy place.
Okay, so I
This
guess
room doesn't look
you guys are free.
Well, I already puked inside a crack, so that's more of a desecration than taking this bar of gold.
This is what I
True.
mean. This is what I mean. Actually, while we're waiting, no, never mind. We're waiting no longer.
Sorry about that, boys. I just didn't want
No
the
worries.
cat. Yeah, that cat. He meows a lot, so he would have just been in the background doing that if I didn't put him in the other room. So Anyways, yeah, so the journal was written by a conquistador on his deathbed. They said they disturbed something in the pyramid, and that unleashed a great evil that turned his companions into like the things that have been chasing you. And then he also had the gold band that seemed like it was part of a larger whole that you guys took with you.
Wait, one of us has that in our inventory right now?
Yeah, Leon
Yeah, I
has
do.
it. Or
Oh,
yeah,
Leon has it?
Clyde has it.
Oh.
Well, Leon had it originally, but I think we handed it off to Clyde.
I thought he gave it. No, well, I think maybe Leon does. I don't remember.
It doesn't matter. You guys have it in your possession.
Wait, do you think we could return that band somewhere and stop the disturbance? Perhaps seal this evil altogether?
That seems possible, I suppose.
I mean, do we really have a plan? How are we going to eradicate these monsters to begin with?
I mean, I guess the first thing I would do is investigate the rest of these tunnels, see if we can find anything else down here.
Harrison, you're only now thinking about this?
I've been so distracted. I got a blinding headache. I'm surrounded by idiots. It's just hard to think about anything productive around you lot.
Yeah, thinking doesn't seem to be like your strong suit there, Harrison. I agree, Jackson. Let's go investigate.
All right.
And I'm gonna like walk away, but eye the treasure as I leave.
I'll be right back, baby.
Yeah,
Don't go nowhere.
don't get dressed.
Okay. So you guys, I'm assuming, are making your way out of this chamber and kind of are going to go down the other pathway from the T intersection?
I'll take my lantern back from Jackson as well.
Sounds good. Okay. So you are all kind of making your way down, and then you notice that the inside wall, as you get past that T intersection, there's another passageway leading down, but kind of around the inside wall is a band of gold with inscriptions in it that seems to match the one that you found at the Museum of Archaeology earlier in the week.
Interesting.
Can anyone read this?
I
guess I'll roll an education. That's our language education. Is that this? Do I just roll my education?
No, language education is just, it would be your own language. This would be more of like this would be more of an archaeology check.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I will not roll then.
Okay. All right. Well, I'd say that looks pretty familiar to what we're trying to find. Somebody still has that gold artifact from the museum, right?
Yeah, I think I have.
Hey, Harrison, why don't you
What's up?
hold your gold? Why don't you hold your ring up to the wall there? See if it can read
My
it.
mysterious ring. You're right. Take ring off, hold it up to wall, anxiously await response.
There's not an effect per se. Nothing seems to happen. But the craftsmanship seems very similar in a way. And some of the inscriptions on the gold band seem to kind of jog your memory of things that you might have seen, in the places that you've adventured before, where you may have found artifacts like your mysterious ring.
That seems like this whole pyramid situation might be a lot more worldwide as we thought.
Harrison, where'd you even get that ring from?
I got it from Thailand. I was venturing deep in the jungle and I came across a simple-looking stone structure. It seemed like nothing had been there or touched it for years. It was like some kind of holy ground or something. And I ventured inside the stone structure, and there this ring was, just sitting on a little tablet right in the middle of the structure, just begging to be taken. It was just something about this ring that spoke to me.
Did you replace it
I
with a
couldn't leave
bag of
without this
sand?
ring. Well, let me just say I picked it up and how do I say this? Ran for my life. So, I suppose we're waiting to see the results of that transaction, aren't we?
Harrison, you were giving us some trouble about taking some gold when you stole a ring from another precious
Not just
site.
any ring, Clyde. A mysterious ring. How can one look at a ring such as this and not want to take it? It's impossible.
Well, I took this gold bar, so I see where you're coming from.
You did what?
What? We're here for treasure, are we not?
I hope you like curses.
I hope you like not having gold bars.
Norman, we literally decided that we would go back and retrieve the gold later after we'd sorted the rest of this situation out. Could you not have waited that long?
Listen, if I'm gonna die in the next 20 minutes, I'd rather die knowing I'm a rich man than a man that thinks he's about to be rich.
As you guys are kind of crawling through the tunnels, you kind of made it around a bit of a ways. Kind of underneath one of the shafts, one of the capstones, there's like a mummified body kind of wrapped in rags, just like an ancient corpse. Probably been here for centuries. Are you still following the gold around the base of the pyramid?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you make your way around, it takes you quite a while since you're still on your hands and your knees, and the elevation always kind of switches a little bit depending on what's just kind of the decay and the dilapidation. But eventually you make your way around to what you assume is the southern side of the pyramid. And Clyde, your lantern catches a sheen on the wall, and you notice that the same white viscous material that you've seen elsewhere before is leaking out of a section of the wall into a large pool that takes up a large amount of space on the floor. And you can see along the wall there's a section of the gold band that is missing.
Can I take my machete and dip it in the liquid and pull it out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good way to lose a
So-
machete.
So you dip the tip of your machete in, and it's viscous. It's pretty phlegmy and gross. As you do, you notice that this pool that is actually quite deep, as it's been accumulating over time. It has 3 of the larvae that you found the other day.
I immediately back the fuck up.
They're just
away
in the
from the pool.
Yeah. They're in the white pool, just swimming around.
Just doing the
And they-
backstroke.
Yeah, and as you get kind of close to the edge, they kind of pay some interest to the machete and go towards the your feet. But as soon as you back up, they kind of just fuck off and swim around a little bit more.
Wait, I thought it was
Leon?
Leon that had the worm in it. No one else has seen that stuff.
No, he showed us the worm.
Yeah, he showed you guys the larva.
because I threw it at Augustus.
He vomited it up and then put it in the box and then
Right.
he showed it to you guys.
Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
And
Yeah.
then he made the mistake of entrusting you with it, Evan, Norman, and then we all know how that turned out, don't we?
Mhm.
I
But you
just
can-
say
yeah.
the sky outside my place right now is insane. It's like
Yeah,
orange.
sunset
No, not like
orange.
sunset orange. There's a thunderstorm that's above right now, and it looks really crazy.
I'm in a
Yeah.
basement.
Anyways, sorry to interrupt.
So, anyways, you can see the section where the gold band was pried out from the side of the wall has become quite badly damaged. That's beautiful, Evan. And there's
Wow.
kind of a hole in the foundation where all of this slime has accumulated over the years. If you are going to fix the gold band, you'll have to get into the slime or do something about it. There's no way for you to say it's just a little bit too far along the wall to fix it from where you are.
Norman, I think there's some fish in that pool. You should you should do some fishing.
Well, Ruth, I don't have my fishing rod, but what I do have is my shotgun. I'm gonna point my shotgun into the liquid and
It's
take a
gonna
shot.
be so loud down here.
Take a shot, but of course, it's not gonna go off because I didn't empty my clip last time.
Well, you still have. It's a double-barreled shotgun, so you still have one shell.
Oh, never mind.
Are you aiming it at one of the larvae, or are you just aiming it into the pool?
I just aimed it into the pool. I was super cocky about it.
Make a luck roll for me.
Do I have to roll above or below luck? Here.
Just tell me if you succeed or fail.
Okay. I succeed.
You succeed. Make a firearms a shotgun check for me.
That's gonna be a fail.
A fail. Okay. So Norman takes his shotgun and fires around into the white liquid, and it just splashes everywhere. And that's not very bad because it splashes away from you guys, but you are deafened by the fact that somebody just fired a gun in an enclosed space. Your ears are ringing, and that fucking hurt. Like, bad.
Ah, Norman, you moron! I said,
What?
Norman, you moron!
What was that?
Shame on.
What?
Norman, you imbecile, ignoramus moron!
Did I get any of them?
I'm gonna turn around and look back down the tunnel we just came from, and just take a look, and just give it like a minute looking down.
Do you want to make either an intelligence or a spot hidden roll for me, Clyde?
Ooh. Big brain.
Intelligence or spot hidden.
Yeah, your choice.
Hard success.
Hard success. You don't see anything behind you, but strange. Did that mummified corpse move slightly since you passed by it? It looks like it did.
I knew I should have poked it.
Like move slightly how? Like it was sitting in one spot and now it's sitting over here? Or like it's totally changed its appearance. You know, it's no longer up against the wall, but it's like crawling towards the hole.
Just seems like it may have shifted its position a little bit. That's strange.
That is strange. Harrison,
Yes?
do you have any experience being the adventurer that you are with mummification?
Yes. In all of my years of adventuring and research and just knowledge all around, my general understanding when it comes to mummification is that if it moves, it's bad. Can we agree
I
on
didn't
that?
say it moved. I'm just wondering if maybe there's like a bug in it or something. I don't know.
Let's just keep an eye on that for the time being. What do you say, lads and lassie?
I think we should
I
lop
mean-
off its head.
How far away is it from me?
It's a ways down the tunnel, like a fair way down. Like you passed it quite a little while ago to get to this pool, but it's there.
Clyde, I'm sure it was just your head playing tricks on you. That thing is clearly dead.
Can I look around the room to see if there's any like loose
Maybe.
materials like wood or something that could possibly be like placed on top of the pool of slime and like be able to like have enough buoyancy to be able to stand on?
There's no wood since the construction is all stone. There's loose bits of stone that you could maybe try and like pile up, try and finagle something.
Can I try doing that? Can I just start throwing shit into the slime?
Yeah, make a mechanical repair check for me. See if you can make a makeshift bridge with some of the stuff you found in the tunnel.
Ooh,
I'm gonna kind of like pop a squat from where we came and just keep my eye down, looking at the mummy, and then anything else that might be coming down that way.
That's gonna be a hard success.
Yeah, it takes you a little while, but around kind of the inner wall where the gold band is, you're able to pile up enough debris that you sort of have a rough working space that you can get to the broken section of the gold band if you want to.
All right, Clyde, hand me that band. I'm gonna do this.
I don't even look at him, but I like dig in my pocket and just like hold it back while I'm looking down the hallway.
Okay, I grab it and I'm gonna make a move onto my little platform and
Norman,
start to try
is that
to.
safe?
Listen, when you're on the sea, it doesn't matter if it's safe or not. You just gotta rely on what you did with your own hands to survive.
You're not on the sea right now.
You just gotta trust in yourself.
Did you
All right.
He's on the steam.
What did you say?
You know what? You go do your thing, Norman. Good luck.
All right.
Did I go for a lot run?
Anyways, so remember to mark off that you succeeded a mechanical repair check, because I think that's the first one I've called for.
I got to. I think I succeeded on something else too. Oh no, I already did a spot hidden. Failed my shotgun. I did succeed in navigate, so I'll check that off. Okay, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay, continuing on.
And remember, it's cumulative for all of the sessions that we've done so far because we haven't improved it yet. I just
been doing one. Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not cumulative. Like you only get one check mark, but if you check something off in the first section, it should still be checked off now.
Yeah, I still have everything checked off from what I've done.
Perfect. So, Norman, if you're going to try and slide the band back into place, you are going to need to make another mechanical repair check or an art/craft roll in a suitable discipline like metalworking or jewelry or something like that.
Here's my mechanical repair. Come on, baby. Oh, son of a bitch. I failed.
Can you push it or use luck or something?
I don't want to use that much luck. It's a bad fail. Too much.
It's bad.
It's not bad, but like it's just too far to use.
Yeah, it's really tricky. It's an old piece of metal, and you're trying to get it in there, but your footing is a little weird on this little makeshift bridge that you made. Mm-hmm. Let's see. You could push the roll if you wanted to.
Yeah, well, it's 14 away from being a success, so I don't want to use that much.
Well, you don't need to use luck points. You can just push the roll and re-roll it.
Oh, how do I do that? What
you roll it. You roll a second time, and if you fail, something bad happens.
Let's roll again.
But if you succeed, then you succeed.
He's the gambler.
And that something bad happens.
Yeah, exactly. That's just an extra incentive to do it.
I hope someone knows how to swim in goo, because that band has ended up in the goo.
Before you get going on this, Jackson kind of puts his hand on your shoulder and is like, I'll give you a bit of a hand here. So I don't want you going tumbling into the goo. And he's gonna kind of try and hold you, and he's gonna give you a bonus die on this roll.
Dope. Really, I get a bonus die on my push. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna allow it this one time.
What? And so bonus die, do I get to roll a second time, or I just get to pick one? Oh no, I roll twice, and I take the better of each one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Evan, you need to do this.
Holy fucking shit. That is going to be an extreme success.
You needed a hard success on mechanical repair. So
I rolled a 2.
Nice.
with your
Wow.
friend's belief in you, Norman, you're able to get it in place and hammer it just ever so perfectly, and it looks flawless, like as good as it was the day it was put into this pyramid, like it never left. And
And that's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen.
Get off the bridge
All
before
right.
you start bragging, okay?
All right.
as you put the band into place, you see the 3 maggots that were swimming around in the pool. They turn upside down and float to the top of the pile of goo, motionless. Seems that they just died.
They did.
Well, son of a bitch, hey?
Can I just grab one and put it in my bag?
Sure, yeah, why not?
I just realized.
I mean,
that
if that's
this is
really the
only-
loot you want to walk away from.
This is the only opportunity that we will ever get to drink the Pharaoh goo.
Yeah.
Pharaoh goo!
Very true.
Oh, I wish you hadn't said that. That leaves me with a difficult decision.
Oh, Pharaoh goo. All right. So, what are you guys doing now?
Oh, is that it? Is that all we need to do? It looks like those
Well,
things die. Is there any way
I think we
anywhere
may have-
further for us to go? Or is this a dead end now?
The pool was from what you can tell, these tunnels run like
In a circle?
in sort of a circle around the pyramid. So, actually, now that you've explored it, I can just show you a map of the pyramid.
Hey.
Ooh.
It really doesn't make too much of a difference at this point, in my humble opinion.
Spooky
So-
heads and maps of pyramids. That's where the handouts are at.
Let's go to the old handouts screen. So you can see that that's the pyramid from the outside, and then the drawing on the right side is like the inside of the pyramid, like the tunnels that you're in right now.
So are we on the left side or the right side of number 12?
I would say you're on probably the right side from what I did,
Okay.
and I moved the mummy slightly, or the pile of rags.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Pool of
to give a little
blood.
bit,
Ew.
a little bit.
Oh,
of,
okay.
a little
I
bit
thought
of
that said
suspense.
pile of.
Pile of rage.
I was like, how is that a pile of rage?
I put it on every time we need to stream.
Yeah. So yeah, that's. So I moved things around slightly, but yeah, that's kind of what the pyramid looks like. I didn't want to show it to you guys
Very
because
interesting.
it's all labeled, so that would have
Right.
made it too easy. But that gives you an idea of like the place you've just been exploring.
Interesting. I definitely have a question once we're done the prequel, but we'll
For
leave it
sure.
for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it seems. Well, Norman, it seems like you're a pretty handy man.
It seems like I've saved the day.
I mean, it's a little bit strange for me to say so, but yeah, I'd say that you definitely have. Well,
So now
All right. Do you
I've-
want to go and chill off pockets, perhaps?
yeah, I think I'd like
Perhaps.
to go and get some gold.
Claim our prize.
Ruth, you go first since you're so confident of my imagination.
Sure. I'm not afraid. The curse is over.
Hmm.
The day has been won.
So, you guys make your way back to the chamber room with now 2 dead bodies, except the dead bodies, there's still blood from where they were, but where they were sleeping are now like desiccated corpses that have like turned to ash, and the flesh is like just fallen off the bones.
Wow.
You see, Norman? They didn't need to cut off their heads.
Yeah, they just cut their own heads off. All right.
Efficient.
So, you can each take $2,000 worth of items with you. If you have a pack animal, you can put $5,000 onto the pack animal.
I don't think I
We've
brought a
got-
pack animal.
We've got two
But
pack
we
animals.
had to leave the
Yeah.
pack animals behind, didn't we?
Yeah, you can make a few different. You can make a few trips to
Oh, okay.
stock up.
So $2,000 worth of treasure each, and then 5,000 for each pack animal, of which there are two, right?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
so yes. So if there's actually three, because Jackson has one.
Ah.
So what,
Time to fill our boots,
are
gang.
we splitting the money that the pack animals can take back?
So the way the book
Yes,
kind
Norman.
of the book kind of makes it seem like the pack animal capacity just adds on to an individual's capacity. So each of you can take 2,000, but the people who have mules can take 5,000. If that makes sense.
So who had mules?
Who
Though?
do we remember who rented the mules?
Leon
so-
just got one.
Yeah, Leon got one for free.
Oh yeah, from the guy. Yeah.
Wow.
And then I
Um,
think the rest of us pitched in.
Yeah.
So if we all pitched
So-
in for one, then we should all get
Yeah.
the carry capacity of that split, right?
Yeah, I mean, what you could do is like Jackson's going to take his 5,000 because he's an NPC,
Yeah.
and then you get another 5,000 from the two mules that you have, and then 2,000 split among the other three people. So that would be 11,000, or sorry, 10,000.
well, I'm gonna.
That would be $16,000 worth of stuff that you guys can take.
I think, seeing as we four of us or five of us split the one, and then Jared owned the other. I think probably Jared gets his full 5,000, and we have to split the 5,000.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure Leon.
Well,
waited
can we
outside.
not
I
make
think,
an agreement? Can we not come to an understanding here and just take an equal cut?
Listen, Harrison, this is a bad time to make that kind of agreement.
Life is all about investment.
Why don't we
Mr.
just-
Dodge?
Why don't we just fill our boots and we can decide this once we're out of this pyramid? I still kind of have the willies about this place.
I prefer walking in my boots.
All right, so you just split the 10,000 between five of us, so another 2,000 for each of us.
Are we going to make multiple trips, or are we going to get out of here first?
I think it's just assumed that we've already made off with the money.
Sort of, yeah.
Sort of.
Like, we're gone. We got
I'm
the pack
concerned.
deals, we did our 5
Yeah,
trips.
well, it's not fun to like role play you guys just making a bunch of trips to and from. The
No,
pack.
I just thought maybe there might be something outside the temple or a
So
situation waiting for us. But yeah, I'm
Campaign's
fine.
over.
I'm fine to do that.
So
campaign
everyone
over.
gets
No,
another- everyone
campaign
gets
is
another 2,000.
very much not over. We're on page
Everyone
80 out of 666.
I see.
So we get.
Okay,
How
so
much?
everyone
Jack,
gets
where are we
4,000.
now then?
So
Everyone
I would
gets
say
Everyone gets 4,000. Agreed.
so. As you guys make your first trip outside of the temple, well, you have to go out the way you came in, unfortunately, because you don't have ropes going down the chimney. But we say you can rig those up pretty easily afterwards. As you make your way out, there are a group of people standing outside, staring you down as you get out of the temple, led by none other than Luis Mendoza.
Son of a bitch.
Hello, everyone. Luis, it's good to see you again. Sorry for what happened to you the first 2 times. Can I just be frank and ask, friend or foe? Friend or foe?
Why do we let him speak first?
I don't know. I was just thinking
'cause
the
I
same
have the
thing.
most
As
leathery
I'm
voice.
behind him, like filling
I have-
rounds into
yeah.
my revolver.
I have my shotgun out.
Allow me
Ready
to
go.
remind you, everyone, that we are armed, and if I'm not mistaken, I think we've succeeded in killing you fish freaks at least twice at this point. So please just enlighten us now if we have to put another bullet in your skulls.
I'm glad that he.
Is this intimidation?
Do you want me to do an intimidation thingy?
First, what happens is Luis takes one step towards all of you and says, "Maybe you shouldn't have meddled in our affairs, comrades?" And it just
Oh
kind
my
of starts
God.
coughing, and he kind of walks forward. He begins stuttering, and then falls onto one knee. And you see the people behind him seem to be badly affected too. And as he's kind of on the ground, he kind of like points towards all of you. "What the fuck did you gringos do to me?" And as he like points his finger out towards you, you see it just starts turning to dust and crawling up his arm. And in a few seconds, Luis Mendoza just falls into a pile of bones along with all of the other Karasiri behind him. And they are no more.
We got
Harrison.
Thanos.
Call that a job
Damn,
well done,
Norman.
everybody.
Norman,
we're
you're
not
a
gonna
hero.
give him credit for that. That was clearly me fixing the band back there.
I don't know. I told them to back off, and
Gentlemen,
back
gentlemen,
off they
please.
did.
I'm pretty sure Leon was the one to save the day. Because he always does.
As he's just.
He's just stroking his sniper rifle in the corner.
Yeah.
It was literally like Leon just being an anime protagonist. He just shot them all so quickly you didn't see it. It was him touching his sword and them all falling over dead.
Bodies around us turn to ash too.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Did they? Sorry, did you hear me there?
yes,
Did all the
everyone behind everyone that was
even,
with
like,
him.
Even like the whole pit of dead bodies, is that all ash now?
No, those bodies are still bodies.
Dope,
Hmm,
dope.
Dope.
a shame.
Ah, the pit of death remains.
Great.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to see if Augustus's decapitated head is still sitting there in the hotel.
It's just they're gonna be really confused in the morgue tomorrow morning when they open the like body bag up and it's just like a bunch of dust on a stretcher. Okay. So unless there's anything you guys want to do, we will assume that you get the maximum amount of gold that you can all carry over a number of trips. That wraps up the introductory scenario, the 1921 prequel. Very well done. And Jackson kind of says, "Well,
Sorry.
I think I'm going to have to gloss over some of the more the more supernatural details when I publish my book, but I'd call that
Leave those to me, man.
a job well done, ladies and gentlemen."
I
So-
think I might.
Jackson, I look forward to reading your book.
Do we
So,
get free copies?
yeah. Miss Ruth, I'll send you an advance copy.
Woohoo!
Sims, all of them.
All right. So over the course of the next little while, you all make your way back through Peru and part as a group of unlikely friends. Jackson writes his experiences in Peru and is published in a book called The Hungry Dead in 1923. He omits the more bizarre elements because these are kind of meant to be somewhat scholarly books that he writes. Over the next couple of years, Jackson keeps in touch with all of you guys, and those of you who live in New York or, travel abroad or keep in some kind of contact with Jackson if you choose to. He is certainly keen to keep in touch with all of you. He finds you very capable and good people to work with. So you consider him a friend if odd bedfellows. Whether the 5 of you choose to remain in contact with one another is up to you. So, in that case, yeah. Over the years, he kind of drops some hints about what he's working on. He's often in England or in other parts of the world talking about kind of the next big lead that he's found. He also takes some more gold from the pyramid over the course of time. Whether you guys don't necessarily know about that, but yeah. So yeah, if there's anything you guys want to do in the sort of the remaining period, you are welcome to do so. If not, we're going to go into the rewards phase, and then we'll probably wrap up for the night. And when we come back here, we get to move on to chapter 1 of
Let's go.
the full campaign.
Dang.
Okay, not to be too big a copycat of Jackson, but I have also published a book based on the accounts, but it is much more of a fantasy, very exaggerated details, very ludicrous characters, like a moronic fisherman named Norman who uses his shotgun like it's a freaking flashlight. And I published another book. This one is definitely purports itself to be much more of a fantasy. Our young protagonist Mark Hamill gets into some real danger and some real excitement over this one, and this is just another successful written piece from the infamous Harrison Dodge.
Is there a title to this new book?
Son of a bitch. Hold on. What
That's what it was called. I thought it was just son of a bitch.
Oh, the book is called "You Won't Believe What We Saw Down There."
I like
and
it.
Everyone's like, what an unconventional title.
The continuing stories of Mark Hamill after marrying the daughter of the Yetis.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, do you guys have anything to add? Currently March 1921. When we pick back up, it'll be January 1925. So that's a long period of time.
Yeah, I want to, over the course of those 4 years, go back and get gold whenever I can.
We'll say
I'm gonna hire a whole caravan. And I'm gonna bring like 27 pack animals per trip.
Jesus Christ! Between you and Jackson, you just cleaned out that frickin' place, huh?
Might as well just
Yeah,
buy
that's how
gold.
Jackson and I kept in touch. We were not into each other one time. We were like, oh hey,
hey man, back for more gold? Yeah.
yeah.
All right. We'll see. I might put I'll put a cap on it, because if you just walk through it's not going to matter actually. You'll find out why later. But yeah. So
Right.
you guys get your money. So yeah, Ruth, Norman, anything you guys want to do in the interceding years?
I'm gonna.
Oh, you
Go
go,
ahead.
Ruth.
Oh,
Ladies first. Ladies first.
I'm gonna open up my own little boxing ring.
Oh, like a boxing gym.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with the money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to make it on my own.
Where in the world? In a
Shit, where did I have it? I decided.
Boston.
It was somewhere like that in the U.S.
mhm.
I didn't write it down. Let's say Boston. Why not?
Sure, yeah, that works. Norman, how about
They're
you?
rowdy people.
All right. So this is what Norman gets up to over the next bit.
I don't even know if I want.
So, so Norman heads back to Halifax and continues to sail and fish, as that's what he's always done in his life, and that's what he continues to do in his life. But with his money, he uses his 4,000, all 4,000 of it. He has nothing except for that one bar of gold he kept. He keeps that on person with him from now on.
Wow.
He uses that money to rebuild his bar that he used to spend all the time with his friends before the Halifax explosion. and he actually ends up calling it the Augustus because he feels a little bit bad about chopping Augustus's head off.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he continues to write Jackson every year when he's back on shore, and he sends him a letter. And
Yeah.
even though he was able to spend money to rebuild the Trappingale, also known as now the Augustus, he didn't have enough money to rebuild his friends that died tragically that day. So
Yikes.
he, even though the bar is back, he only goes there once a year. He's read Harrison's book, has used it as fish bait for most of it, and yeah, that's just what he's been doing.
I can't believe he even found a copy.
Wow.
Damn.
Scathing. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Interesting point, actually. In some of your correspondences with Jackson, he does mention that he has looked into the background of Augustus Larkin, and that's kind of where he hints that his next kind of research is leading him towards whatever he found out. He's very tight-lipped about what he's found, but whatever he's working on next seems to relate tangentially to whatever you were the odd happenings of Peru. There seems to be some connection there. So, if you guys are all done, we're going to head into what's called an investigator development phase. That's where you get a chance to improve your skills. First, you get some sanity points back as a reward for completing the scenario.
Nice.
So you get 1d6 for defeating Luis Mendoza. I'm rolling the sanity points right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm rolling for everyone. So you each get 9 points of sanity back.
Hot dog. Wait, what if I didn't have that much beforehand?
You still get it. You still get it back. Yeah, if you lost 1 sanity points but gained back 9, you have 8 more than what you started with.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So, yes. So the way that this works is any skill checks that you guys have succeeded on and you've ticked them off, you are now going to roll a D100, and if you get above your skill, which would normally be a failure, that actually means you get to improve your skill. So this might take us a little while, but
do we improve it to the number we rolled, or do we just roll separately to improve it?
So you roll above. If you roll above, you get to improve it by 1d10.
Oh, dope. Okay.
So succeed in a shot with one of your firearms, you can tick that one off, right?
What do you mean?
It's kind of a dumb question. I'm looking through and making sure I ticked off all the right stuff, and so I just ticked off dodge because I realized that's actually one of the skills in the investigator skills. But because I've succeeded in shooting my handgun at least once, I can tick that off too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Here's a question for you, Jack. Last session, when you rolled for me to shoot the ground to break the dock, was that a successful roll for my firearm?
That was a little bit of a weird case.
Okay, well, yeah, that's fine then. We don't need to improve it. That's good.
Yeah.
Just curious.
Yeah.
So roll a D100 for every skill that you have the opportunity to improve, and then what happens after that?
And then you roll a D10 if you succeed.
Yeah. So, do you understand like what you're doing here, Matt? So
I just want to clarify what it is because I want to make sure I don't do it wrong.
So what are one of your skills that you succeeded on?
Appraisal.
Appraisal.
Wait, no, sorry, appraisal. Yeah.
What's your appraisal skill? What are the numbers?
It's 5. I didn't invest anything in it.
But you succeeded on an appraisal roll.
Yeah, I have it. I have the box ticked off. I'm not bullshitting. I assume
I
just
think
got rid of
no.
that
I think
one.
I think I remember you succeeding on that. So yeah. So you roll a D100. If it's above 5, if it's between 6, or if it's 6 to 100, then you roll a D10 and you improve that skill by the number you roll.
Okay, so you have to roll above what your stat is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then if you succeed in that, you roll a d10 to choose how much you improve in that stat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to do this like
And
one
then
by
are we
one
going-
with us, or do you want us just to do this?
Yeah.
I think Graydon's already doing his because I think he understands it.
Yeah, I
So-
also got the
Yeah,
book.
I understand it.
yeah.
I could just do mine if you trust me.
I trust
do
you
it.
all, but I mean, yeah, it's kind of fun for me if we kind of talk about like how your stats are improving.
Okay.
Well, from my first one, I managed to roll above, and then I maxed out. I got 10 on my D10.
Nice.
Damn.
Very nice.
I did one so far. Listen, and it was a fail. So fun. Fact.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I'm gonna do my mechanical repair. Let's see. I gotta roll above a 60.
Small
I rolled
improvement to appraisal. I'm up to 9 now.
Nice.
Oh, what's the math for hard success and extreme success?
Right. So we'll have to do that. Maybe we'll do that off stream, just so
Yeah.
we're not here crunching numbers for the next 20 minutes. Let's improve the skills, and then we'll do all the like the success
Wait.
thresholds afterwards.
So is there...
For
Oh, I
stats,
see, yeah.
for stats that are just a division of one of your main stats, like dodge, for example, do you still improve that?
I think dodge you do. Let me check.
I'll just move on to a different one.
Okay, I'm
I mean,
improving
there
navigation.
there are so many stats that I invested a bunch in and then just didn't use. Fighting,
Yeah.
brawl, and first aid. I have maxed out first aid, nothing.
Yes. So the base success rate of dodge is half your dexterity, but you can improve it with skills, with
Gotcha.
skill improvements. Yeah.
And if you don't roll above the stat as it currently is, you don't get to improve it, right?
Correct. So
Shit.
the idea with that is it's kind of similar to like how the intelligence roll works when you guys lost your sanity, when you went insane. It's where rolling above your intelligence means you were like blissfully unaware of the horror that you faced, but succeeding on the roll meant your intelligence was good enough that you like understood. The way that this is seen is if you roll a success, then you haven't improved at all because you're just doing stuff you already know. Whereas if you're rolling above the number, you're gaining new information. Is kind of the flavor that they put on it.
I understand, and it makes sense as well because like if you've got an outrageously high stat that you're naturally already likely to succeed in, there's no reason why you should get an even bigger buff to it if you don't need it, right?
Exactly. So if you had like I don't know, a firearm skill of 90, then odds are you're going to succeed on the base roll. So to improve it past 90, it's harder. It's a 1 in 10 chance for you to like get better in that case.
That makes sense. That's a really good system. I added 1 to my firearm stat, so I went from 50 to 51 for handgun. Yay me!
Nice. After you missed point blank at shooting Augustus in the head, and then hit him the second shot.
I'm how many? I'm 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 5 deep. 4 out of the 5 I've gone up, and my lowest roll has been a 7 so far until this most recent one where I failed.
Oh my god,
Damn.
hacker!
I
I know a hacker when I see one.
I only succeeded in 4 things. I got 3 successes, but none of them were over 6. I was like,
I've had really small increase in my stats
Yeah.
so far.
I increased my navigation by 7 and my listen by 8. Those are the and those are the only ones I was able to improve.
Mhm.
Oh, I improved my pilot on boat, actually.
Oh my
I
god.
thought you were
Nice.
an expert.
Oh wait.
Hey, there's
No,
always
no,
room
no.
to learn.
Sorry.
when you're-
It just looks like I did improve it. Sorry. Yeah. No. I only succeeded on 2 rolls. So.
Added 1 to my listen stat. Hip hip hooray!
Every fucking number counts, man. Every number counts.
Oh shite! I really wanted to try and boost persuade, but I rolled really low.
You couldn't persuade those dice.
Clearly. Ooh.
I said what I said, and then I immediately started rolling low again, and now I'm all done.
Wow.
How many did you have in total, Graydon? Like, how many different skills were you able to, like, roll for?
Oh, I was able to roll for 8.
Damn.
I actually had quite a few skills that I succeeded in using as well. I'm only just getting to the 4th and last column now. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
But it's funny because the ones that I
Yeah.
wanted to level up the most, I succeeded in, so I didn't.
Yes, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I just got a huge buff to spot hidden.
Nice.
It's the sound of Harrison Dodge actively getting better.
Yes.
Also, like I
better man.
managed. So at some point in our last 4 episodes, I managed to roll below a 10% in psychology, and then I went to upgrade it, and I rolled a 6,
Oh,
so I couldn't upgrade it.
that is such a bummer.
Dude, I needed more than 75 to increase stealth, and I rolled 72. I hate my life.
Oof. That's too bad.
So let's see. I improved appraise, firearms by 1, library use by 3, listen by 1, psychology by 6, and spot hidden by 7.
Nice.
Those are pretty good. I mean, like, they're not, because I guess if you're only rolling a d10, unless you roll like an exact 10, it's not going to feel like a huge improvement to your existing stat.
Should we
A
all
lot of
do
the
that?
time,
roll,
yeah.
go what we got and how much it improved.
I'm just sharing with
I
my friends.
Yeah, I
already
mean-
shared mine.
Yeah, if you want to.
Sure, right. My fast talk went up by 10. My fighting brawl went up by 9. My firearms went up by 9. My library use went up by 7.
Wow. Maybe you'll be better at finding a Harrison Dodge book in the library now.
Maybe. And then
Yeah, I
my
failed,
spot
but
hidden
I
went up
still
by
did
6.
pretty well.
Wow, nice work.
All right. For me, my persuade went up by 3, my psychology went up by 6, and my spot hidden went up by 5.
Nice. Okay. So, before we wrap up for the night, there is one more thing. I'm going to give you a little taster of
Ooh,
the next bits that we're going to do.
teaser.
So, it's probably like late 1924, maybe like December, so maybe early 1925, when you all receive a telegram from your good friend Jackson Elias.
One and only.
The telegram, which I am about to put in here.
Guys, Norman
So-
is 69 years old now,
Yeah.
by the way.
Nice. So, have information concerning Carlisle expedition. Stop. Need reliable investigative team. Stop. Meet January 15th, New York. Stop. Jackson Elias. And then you also have a bit of a character portfolio for Jackson Elias that you can read through at your leisure.
Huh.
So, depending on what you've all been doing these past couple years, you may or may not have seen Jackson, but you've kept in touch with him to some extent. And he has just asked you to meet in his hometown of New York on January 15th. And that's where we're going to pick up next time, everybody.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go. Nice work, everybody. Maybe
That
when
was
we all
fun.
get back after not seeing each other for a few years, you guys can, I don't know, treat Harrison a little better. Just a thought. I mean, He does
We'll
his
see.
best, you know. Sometimes he's a bit of a pompous asshole, but maybe years of time alone to think about what he's done will make him a better person. Who knows? I guess there's only one way to find out.
Just as a pre thing, so I will be gone during that time. So I think what I'll do for my character is I'll just be late. So I won't show up until I guess whatever happens towards the next session. At the end of the next session.
We're gonna have to talk about it. We're gonna have to talk about it a bit because I just realized Evan and I are going on the same backpacking trip on that day, so I'm also gonna be gone.
Gotcha. Okay.
We'll sort that out on our own time.
For sure. Yeah. How did you guys divvy up the money? Did you just say everybody gets $4,000?
That's what I wrote.
We gave $4,000 to everyone. Yeah.
Okay. I just need it for when Jerry comes back. I need to know.
Oh yeah.
Wait, so we all only got $4,000 total?
Yeah.
$4,000 in 1920.
I wrote $16,000 originally.
Woo!
Do we add that to our cash, our assets, or neither, Jack?
Whatever you want to do, basically.
I guess it would make sense to add it to assets.
Yeah.
It's like gold.
That's
gold.
I mean, it's $52,000 today. $53,000 today.
Not a bad sum.
All right.
The inflation calculator I'm looking at says it's 57,000.
Well, still,
but
you
know,
good.
Yeah.
So just real quick, I'm reading. I got the book here, and I'm reading the chronological. Help.
You can do it.
The chronological order.
Yeah, whatever that word of 1925. And in 1925, golf was a $500 million a year industry.
Holy shit!
That's a
people like
big sport.
The roaring 20s.
500 million in 1925 is a lot of money.
It's because all the people that had all the money from the roaring 20s were fucking golfing probably every day.
Probably. The golf would have been just becoming really popular then.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 1920s chronology, the timeline. That's really interesting. Yeah, I'll probably do a little introduction during the next session and like talk about some of the cool stuff that happened because like I think it was 1922 or 1923 Howard Carter uncovered the tomb of King Tut, which was big news.
Oh.
And kind of ties into like some of the stuff that is happening in the campaign. So, yeah.
Very interesting. Cool.
Yeah. Well, boys, thank you for joining me. The first couple sessions were off to a little bit of a rocky start, but today was really, really fun. And we got through the rest of the prologue, and I'm really proud. You guys did really well.
Not dead yet.
We're going.
Yeah.
Nice work, everybody.
20 pages a session.
Something like that.
So what? That'll be like 30 more sessions and we'll be done?
Yeah. Well, you know what? We're on page 91 now.
Hey.
Because the end of the chapter is a bunch of like tables for enemies and allies and stuff like that. So there you go.
Nice.
You're making good time. Kind of.
Nice work, everybody.
Honestly, yeah. Nicely done, gentlemen. That was a lot of fun. And now I'm going to go enjoy some more tabletop games by watching Critical Role. Because it's Thursday, my dudes.
I'm jealous.
Very good. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We're just getting started with this thing. If you think about it, we had a great time. We had some crazy experiences. We had some reed docks blown through. We had some insanity. We had some bonkers stuff. And that was only the prologue. Who knows what's to come? But we're streaming this shit every 2 weeks or every other Thursday, alternating with Minecraft. If you enjoyed today's stream, feel free to like, subscribe, follow us on Twitch, subscribe to us on YouTube, subscribe to us on Twitch. Shit, we like money. Peter's pointing at his crotch.
I'm pointing at the links
I'm
below.
kidding. Yeah, it's all down below. It's all down below, baby. We got a Discord. We got it all going on. We got some great content coming at you hot. Thanks again, everybody, for watching.
Turtles all the way down.
Turtles all the way down.
Peace.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.